I was looking at some of the monster.
Never heard of it.
All right, video's going.
Racist comments. Oh my god, who's saying racist comments?
I think that would be our leader.
God.
That dude's
Well,
racist.
I'm not sure if anyone wants to give a little recap here, but is anyone up for it? There's inspiration.
I will.
I forget.
We started out. I think we ended up going down the stairs. And got through the big door, and we heard some goblins like snickering down there. We found them, killed them, and then I think it was Bjorn found was seeing some creature like come out from the walls eating crystals. It wanted metal. We gave it some. Then we ran. It seems like it can't get through the door down there. And then while we, Mumbleman and I were looking at the telescope thing, Bjorn and Barney went to the mines, I believe, and found goblins in there. Killed them. And then I think some chased you guys out of the mines, if I remember correctly.
No.
Okay.
No.
Nope, I was wrong.
There was some explosives.
Oh yeah. Yep. Threw explosives down the hole that led to the big guy, and they ran from there because they didn't know how that thing would react. We got back to this room, and we were too afraid to go see what damage it did downstairs. So we took I think, a long rest in here.
Indeed.
Or at least started to.
Yep. That was pretty good. D6 inspiration for you, Dylan.
One addition, they were junkie goblins.
Yeah, they were drinking the milk.
Oh yeah.
The white creamy milk.
They were sucking mother's milk.
Nothing
Queen's
like
milk. Queen's milk. It's too much Always Sunny.
Nothing like mommy smokers.
Yeah, there were some crazed goblins down there that were intoxicated by the, the sap of the tree. There you go. Yeah, there.
Maple's
It's too late. You've already called it mother's milk. If it was white, thick, and creamy, so.
Yeah. It's really addictive. I don't know. But yes, that's pretty good. The only thing is that the only thing that you found initially when you went down there was that the goblins had what looked to be like fallen or plummeted from the top down. You've seen that whole promise that creature that you've seen down. Hang out here. We might got something for you before you guys fucking bucked it out of there, which was pretty awesome. But yes, the explosion set off in motion. It looked like it might have either destroyed or something to that creature. You're unsure of what happened. But you left that behind and sort of came up here for a night of respite and rest to get prepared for the next day with whatever you choose to do. You guys did try to build platforms up to the device, but those were deconstructed to block off the doorway while people began to rest and take turns for the night. I believe first watch was going to be had by Barney. Because I know Altair went to sleep, or maybe Mumbleman. No, you guys were in the midst of taking turns, and that's where we had left off. So
Yes, I remember I volunteered for watch. I just don't remember which watch.
I feel like if you're at the door, it was probably the first one.
All right, I will take responsibility for first watch.
Okay. And yeah, I remember Altair stripped down pretty much.
Naked, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And Bjorn, were you following suit with that as well?
Think you're getting naked too?
I wasn't getting naked, but I was like, I want to say I was like resting, gonna go to sleep. Gonna take the long rest.
Oh, I should get rid of that. Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, with first watch, be Mumble Man, but Mumble Man, you see everyone begin to sort of rest down, take, I guess, turns going to sleep. So you have a bit of time here to yourself. Is there anything you're looking to do in your shift while you start off this endeavor here?
I'm
Like make a
playing,
black die.
Yeah, I'm playing with die components. But keeping a pretty close eye out on the door. And
Oh, I
here,
forgot. I forgot something in the recap.
Oh yeah.
I fucked up and took the amulet out 2 games ago when it was already full power, and now I can't get it to start again. So I have to come back at a different date.
Yeah, yeah. Wamp, wamp, wamp. But yes, okay. But yes, Mumble Man, you were making dye, you say.
yes,
Okay.
because Barney needs some dye to dye his bleached clown costume.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I picked up some half plate, I think.
Yes, you
Indeed.
did.
It's a little bit undersized for you at the moment, but with some time spent, you'll be able to fuck around with that a bit. I would say with that, Mumble Man, you start mixing up your dyes. You realize that an hour or so has gone by before you get your finished product. And I would say your watch sort of is fairly uneventful. It wasn't quite night by the time everyone started to rest down, so I would say it is getting close to, I would say, dark at this point by the time your shift would end. And you can kind of tell by just the darker oculus on the top of the tower that usually has some sort of either bluish purple glow to it, but it is quite dark.
I will take a little bit of a longer watch, being that I only require the 4-hour trance.
Okay. Okay.
So, another hour to 2 hours before I wake the next person.
There's a few instances where the wind would pick up and sort of blow through the hallways of the tower and into some of the chambers before. Now, the sconces out in the trap room are still lit, and that sort of waves the flame for a bit, which kind of is like, the fuck was that? And you kind of realize that it's wind blowing through, and you kind of, okay.
Do I think those
What was that? And
sconces
then,
like magical, or do they have a fuel source that's gonna burn out?
I'm not sure. Are you going to look at them?
Hell no.
Okay. They seem to be burning pretty strong and haven't really changed much since they were ablaze, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And they also ignited after each section of sconce was lit in succession, so it's not like you struck these ones ablaze to,
Well, and they went out on.
if the sequence was out of order, they would extinct.
So yeah, I would lean towards there's got to be some sort of magical element to it.
But your watch does go by pretty uneventful.
Excellent. I will wake the next person. And
Okay.
I completely forgot who that's supposed to be, so I'll just go eeny, meeny, miny, mo,
It's me.
and having to pick Bjorn.
Okay.
Rest is
Bjorn,
man.
you have a fairly decent sleep. No striking visions or anything like that in that moment. So but you are awakened by Mumble Man. Is there anything you would like to do during your time of rest?
Uh, I mean, I really can't do much with my half plate. I'm gonna have to take it somewhere to get it altered.
Mhm.
I guess technically I'll just retrace my runes, reactivating my stone and fire rune or lightning rune,
Yep.
and also redoing my thunder wave rune on the stone I have from my runic carver background.
Okay.
So I'll take out my little chisel and kind of just reactivate it, and as I'm chiseling it, it just sit there and say, what is it? I used to know it. I would speak giant, saying lightning, saying stone,
Right. Okay.
and it kind of comes out with like a low, faint, like rumble, but not loud enough to wake anybody.
And they call me
Okay.
Mobile Man.
I would say probably about an hour into your watch, you would notice the pulsation of the normal glow that comes from the center glass section sort of dims a little bit, enough that you sort of like, okay, that's weird. And then it makes your attention draw upwards, where you see that bluish purple energy that seemed to flicker or was a light at the oculus of this tower is glowing fairly bright and consistently purple at this. You're not really sure what that means, but that's a change that you haven't noticed as of yet. Doesn't seem to affect anything within there. It doesn't change the lighting much. It's just something that seems to just sort of alter a little bit while you're sitting there during your watch.
I'll remind myself to let Altir know in the morning. I don't want to wake him and disturb his rest.
Okay. And I would say after about a couple hours, 3 hours or so, your watch goes by as well, fairly uneventful. Almost a little bit boring after you take a bit of time to carve all your runes and go through all that stuff, and it's like, okay, that took 45 minutes to do is pace around and kill time.
I mean, I am thinking about my mom and Thorn and trying to figure out what is this place, this mention of my mom in that journal I read. Trying to figure out how she would have been here, if she really is herself or something else now. If Thorn's reaching out to me to maybe I have to take my mother down if she's not who she was.
The contemplations.
Yes. And I, of course, kind of sit there and try to see if I can get anything from Thorn. If he's trying to talk to me at all or reach out.
Okay. In the moment, you sort of focus in on your mind to try and see if you shout or touch bases with the storm god or your father himself. It's but it kind of goes slightly unanswered in this moment. Again, through your experiences, it's usually in your challenges of or increase of strength that really draws forth those in particular visions. But in the moment, you sort of reach out and you're kind of like, what do I need? Guide me, something. But the silence is met again just with a bit of wind blowing through, flickering sconces, unanswered in the moment. But your watch goes successfully, uninterrupted.
I don't know who was next watch.
Barney said he would take it.
Okay.
Last one.
I'll go over and kind of tap Barney. Hey,
Before you
It's nice.
tap him awake, you sort of stand over top of him. He's sleeping on the ground, and his holy symbol that he has is mildly glowing, that similar purple sensation you've seen before. But he is unconscious, sleeping at the moment.
Kind of
Oh,
reach down and touch his holy symbol and like trace it. And
You
like,
can see it's similar to that crescent shape that you've been seeing on the symbology around. But what you do notice, if you were paying attention, is the coloration of the tip of the roof, like, is the similar color in purple as Barney's holy symbol.
half him, Barney. Okay, Barney.
uh, uh,
Barney.
I'm a little tired tonight, big guy, but maybe tomorrow. I'll pat you on the leg.
I grab him and like step him and pick him
Ugh,
up and set him on his feet.
ugh. Oh,
Watch.
yeah, okay.
And then I look down. Symbols glowing, same color as the roof.
Huh. Yeah, look at that, eh? And
Sort of
I'll
stumble
walk
a bit
out.
because you realize you just woke up.
As I walk away, you hear like as Barney opens up a little morning pick me up.
Kind of lays down, stretches out, rolls his cape up where it's like right underneath his neck. Uses it as like a little pillow. As
Nice.
it releases a gentle breeze and flutters beneath me.
Yeah. Gives the light massaging effect to the neck.
And I fade off to whoa. Shots fired on the other end.
I coughed. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, okay. Burp snark.
But yes, Barney, you're awake now, and you sort of walk over and begin your sauce. But as Bjorn has pointed out, Jesus, yeah, you have a faint glow coming from your holy symbol, and it whether it be a reflection or something, it's the similar color to the oculus glowing in the center, way up in the top of the tower.
I'll kind of like keeping my eye on it a little, maybe more than I should while I'm on watch at the first one. I'm like, do you want me to like go see that thing or like?
What are you trying to do?
I'm just gonna think about it for a little bit, maybe like 30 minutes, and then I'll kind of ponder on it and uh, just talk to Yannick. Just you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Barney's just kind of like rambling, kind of like.
I would say probably about 15, 20 minutes of that rambling before you feel that presence start to get a bit stronger. Very similar to when like the communion would happen prior. You get that sort of moment where you're like, oh, like looking at it, you're looking at your holy symbol, and you go, ah, there you are, one, lost in thought again. Entertain me but for a moment, vagabond. It's rather important.
Yeah. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Sure.
Where you rest houses great importance to my very existence, Dracan. Far beneath you rests a shard, a fragment to the very balance of the realm. And safe as it may be currently, I fear whom you may have taken advantage of you and unleashed this foul contraption before you. See, for the assuming deities to be almighty, alas myself, I have long lost my might, therefore cannot keep track the same as I once was able. But through you now I feel the proximity.
So we have to go back down there. Oh, what does it like? Look, do you know what it looks like?
Well, let's just say that long ago mortals meddled far beyond with what they should have, and it upset the orders of things within the Pantheon, destroying something idolized by paganistic druids of Toloran. Do you know your history, or do I need to bore you with knowledge from days of yore?
Uh, you know, I wasn't really the best student, so a little reminder couldn't hurt.
Let me break it down for you, Dragond. You see, these mages stole from Melora something precious, and much like myself now, our faith. And without worship and reverie, we wane in our ability to thrive, and eventually destined to dwindle and fade away. While my isolation is quiet and lonely, my siblings are not. She weeps for her forgotten, yet she lashes in pettiness and destruction. And thus the lives you live in a dangerous and harsh world. And I'm sorry for that, Dragond. But she had her faith robbed from her by the hubris-ridden. Now she is bent on revenge, even if it means removing all of the wake of a new beginning. I, though, list alone through the cosmos, waiting for a harbinger to correct the path. And you see, it's because Melora angers due to my trajectory. It may be difficult from your grounded perspective, but far above the veil of my sister, I am beginning to block her precious light that she desires so. The loss of my anchors has caused me to hinder the flow of the world, against my will, of course, and my inability to sustain. It's not so easy being powerless to even be able to convince her otherwise. But without you all, she won't get what she truly wants, which creates a cycle. You listening?
Yeah. Well,
Essentially.
I guess I have been to a lot of Howers, so I might as well be your harbinger. Harbinger. Oh, I'll get the guys down there. We got. I
Again,
did promise. I've let. Yep.
again, down there, it is safe in what it is. It's just who I fear seeks control of the contraption before you.
Like in my group.
Whether it be in your group, those who employ you, or those around you. I cannot see much further away from you yourself, but I recognize where you are. The shard I mentioned was one of my nodes that was on a different continent, one destroyed by these hubris-ridden individuals, the Mageocracy from Locarius. They were the reason this is all happening. And with my sect pretty much wiped out, my faith has waned greatly, thus my power is lost. Cursed to just roam the sky.
Well, you got one of me.
Drakond, I ask you something. It's to seek out the two others that I know. Lord Lyro and his sister Odessa. Speak your name, and they are the only other like you. Of the last in Umbrian sect and worship. Lyro meditates in solace under my symbols in a rugged desert city. In Odessa, she communes with the dead in her small place of worship along some shore of the sea. Their essence is quite obscured, so I cannot see them directly very well, just only feel them, like I can with you. They can teach you the history and secrets that they keep, and they can show you the destiny of your bloodline, and what it truly means to be an Umbrian.
Oh, there's two more. Oh, sweet. I was beginning to think it was just me, and I am not the best studier. It was gonna be tough.
Yes, you are the last of a very few. That, or you can seek the crystalline circle for insight and prowess. Their practicality crystals can be the sole beings left to repair the damage done in the past. You'll just need to convince them that you are who you say you are. But, in this moment, a gift to you, and my lack of strength doesn't allow me to boon you with the outstanding, but it is a gift nonetheless. And that purple glow that's happening at the top of the tower begins to sort of flare, and at the same time, in unison, your holy symbol flares, and you watch as like this teardrop forms from it and begins to just fall from the top of the tower. Now, this tower is about, again, 100 feet up to the top of that point. So you watch this shiny purple teardrop just kind of, and then takes a while for it to actually fall, whether you try to catch it or it will eventually clatter to the ground. But it's pretty small in size. It eventually reaches, but it's no bigger than a walnut. And you feel a very small amount of energy from it as you sort of either you pick it up or you see it on the ground.
Yeah, I'll after I see it coming down, I'll check out here one more time to make sure nobody's like coming through.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna try to hustle quietly across the floor
Okay.
and scoop it up. I don't
You
want to
feel
wake
small
everyone up.
again. You feel a small amount of energy from it as it roll it in your palm. When you feel lonely, gazing into the sky, memories flowing, granting respite from the past. Think of those you love the most, and they shall comfort you in a brief time for your sorrow. And promise me, Drakond, that this crystal fragment won't fall into the wrong hands, and that this wretched device won't ever funnel our essence anymore. And your holy symbol begins to fade, like the coloration dies down. It's still pulsing a little tiny bit, but not near as much as it was while the communion was happening. But the oculus at the top of the tower still maintains that same level of illumination.
I watch on the tower light for a second, like out the top window kind of thing, up into the sky for just a few seconds before I start backing out back to my watch.
Mm-hmm. And it after about that time too, whether it be a change in weather, a blocked something, whether a branch way up in the sky, but the pulsation or that illumination, sorry, it starts to wane a little bit, and it isn't as bright as it once was.
And
And you realize this too, as like whether you're trying to speak with them or not, but their presence has faded away.
okay. And as Barney sits out in the hallway, feeling the warmth of Yannick's leave him, he smiles to himself, knowing that there's more people out there, and he's got a piece of Yannick's with him at all. He'll tuck it safely into like the inside of his jacket or
Okay.
new armor, a little pocket, and just continues watch.
10 or 15 minutes later, my trance should be ending.
Okay.
And I'm immediately gonna get up and sneak over to Bjorn and look for the torch.
Okay. Flipped to the side of Bjorn's, I guess, belt or something. You can see the torches there. It's affixed pretty well. But he has his cape wrapped up, used as a pillow in the moment, and he is open mouth snoring as he's sleeping on the ground. I don't know. But you do see the torch upon their persons.
I am going to gingerly purloin a said torch.
Oh my god, okay. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. And Bjorn, what's your passive perception? He's like, no, no. Yeah, I don't think.
He's
not good enough.
Yeah, a little
it's
bit
like
of
a 12.
a little bit of dicking around to get it to unclip, and for a moment he kind of stirs and turns over. But in that moment, it actually makes it a little bit easier for you to sort of slip the torch away from his belt, and you have this torch in your hand.
And then I'm going to go back over here and set up my alchemy apparatus, and instead of using like my normal alcohol burner, I'm going to use the torch as the heat source.
Okay. Barney, where were you in the midst of this? Were you within the chamber?
No, I'm out in the hallway watching.
Okay,
Oh, I
okay.
just fucked myself.
He just said exit stage left.
Yeah, he just fucking fell down the pit in that other room. Okay, so yeah, you weren't quite in.
And
Why did that go so
I do-
weird?
I'll begin
I do have one question.
doing some minor
Can
experiments,
Mumbleman
starting with my
use
elixirs
that
and stuff
torch
tomorrow.
without attuning
Okay.
to it?
Sorry, what was that?
I said, can Mumbleman even use the torch?
It wasn't something that required attunement.
Is it broke?
Oh, okay.
So it was something you spent an hour with to sort of ascertain how to use it. But
Okay.
whether or not
was-
Mumbleman knows the trigger words or anything like that, if he was
Well,
paying
you did
attention
let
or
him
not.
play
But
with it too.
sorry, what'd you say?
I said he did let me play with it, so I'm not sure if he might have told me the word at that point or not. If
I'm not sure.
I will, continue to play with it and attune to it just so I can light it, just to use it for the heat source.
Well, I mean, if you can't figure it out within an hour, you can.
And
And,
yeah, like I'm not hiding it or anything. Okay, so when he
Okay.
wakes up in the morning, like the torch is underneath all my alchemy stuff, and it's this beaker flask is bubbling away, and that over there is heated up, and there's a small pot of coffee maybe off to one side.
Isn't that like a calcinator? I think they're called.
Whatever heat source. I don't know what a calcinator is.
Yeah. I've
And
been studying my alchemy stuff due to this. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but yes, Barney, you're out in the hallway. So after your communion there with Yonix, what do you like to do?
I'll continue my watch, just while people sleep and stuff, even if I hear
Okay.
some lumen.
You do hear
And
eventually a little bit of like clatter and noise coming from within where you were, like inside the tower.
yeah, I'll peek to see if I see anything, but I won't like stick my head in or anything.
Yeah, you just hear like someone rustling through bags and a little bit of glass clang. You realize someone's awake inside there, anyways.
And then I'll just keep my watch and I'll fumble the little tier around in my hand, like play with it.
Okay.
Just gonna,
Do
like,
you
roll it
do,
between my
you do
fingers.
anything in particular with this tier? Or do you just investigate?
With this here. Yeah, no, I'm just playing around with the, like, seeing if, like, how it feels to hold on to it, you know?
Okay, yeah. It's not super
Feels like
heavy.
the warmth.
Again, it's about the size of a walnut, but it's in the shape of like a teardrop. It's slightly purple in coloration, opaque. It's not translucent. But yeah, you just kind of thumb it around, roll it around your palm. You do feel it's a slight bit of energy that pulsates from it, but that's about it.
that's about it. And I'll keep doing my watch. I'm just kind of playing with it while I'm watching. And
Okay. Your watch would come to an end, or a couple hours would pass by this point. So whether or not you head back inside is up to you.
Barney's already awake, so he's just gonna finish it off until everyone wakes up and just kind of think about everything that Yannick's just said, trying to like jot it all down in his little notebook that he made of stuff with information,
Okay.
My
and
back is
comparing some of the things that he had said. So he'll stay out here from the hallway and just kind of jot like doodle in his notebook and try to do some thinking.
Okay.
yeah, Cody. My back is to the whole room. Just so you know, like I've got the apparatus set up against the wall.
Okay. Yeah, I was getting to that. I was getting to you
No,
over
I'm
there.
just setting the stage for the future.
I would say at this point, Barney, you would realize that time is starting to pass by. Like, okay, yeah, you wrote all these things down. You had your moments of contemplation. You know, you checked your stuff out. Whether you choose to wander around or not is up to you. But you realize that it's probably getting closer to that, and people are beginning to stir. Those who especially had, I would say, Altair, you begin to wake as a completed long rest. You, especially sleeping entirely through the night. You wake to that familiar glow, as well as Mumble Man tinkering in the corner. Sort of take a moment to sort of focus up. You sort of realize, even at the distance you are from Mumble Man, that he looks bushier, if that makes any sense. It almost made me think that it's someone else for a second, as it looks like their hair has grown on the top of their head, sides of their heads. It's just sort of like this weird furry creature over there in the corner for a second, but then you're like, wait a minute. With all their supplies set up, like, oh, that's Mumble Man. And Barney is nowhere in sight at the moment.
Okay. I guess I will get up, put my clothes on.
Fair.
Just casually.
Yeah,
Uh,
re-loin, you know?
yeah, reloin. Then I'll look around. Won't see Barney. See Mumbleman's up doing something in the corner with his bush, apparently. And I will somewhat quietly yell, Mumbleman, where'd Barney go?
He's over there. I think out in the hallway. I just wave my hand to the right.
Bjorn, you wake up from Mumble Man's shout out, something about, I don't know, unclear, but you could wake to the sound of voices.
Sit up. Start looking
Go over
around.
there, stick my head out, trying to find Barney.
Where would you have gone, Barney? Would you stay within like the trap chamber room, or would you go
Oh yeah, I was just sitting on the other side of the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Altair, you go out into the hall and look, and before you even really call out majorly, he's like, oh, he's just sitting right there.
Oh, okay.
Take me to notice that my torch is missing.
Well, that's a you thing. Whether you wake, what do you do when you wake up?
Get up and grab all my stuff.
Probably around this time that you notice your prized possessions are starting to be a little bit absent in this
A
moment.
lighter.
The
Moment to
binding
look
for
around.
your torch that you had attached to the backpack is just lying on the floor.
You see Altair calling towards the door. Mumbleman seems to be toying or tinkering in the corner.
Standing up to look around. And I just go, "Ruh," to try to just make it light or shut off wherever it is. Try to figure out where the fuck to do.
So, Mumbleman, you're in the midst of brewing or whatever you were doing, and your torch goes out.
Hey, I was using that.
As I start walking, you kind of hear the ground shifting a little bit. Cause I'm kind of getting a little little thud behind it.
Yeah, stompy.
Pretty much.
He gets
You
halfway to me,
took
and
from
I turn around.
me. I'm like, my eyes, you kind of like see lightning kind of arcing out of them a little bit, kind of pissed off because you took something from me.
Mumble Man turns around, and you see that he's got hair growing out of his ears, his nose, his eyebrows are like 2 inches longer, and he's got a full beard that's 2 inches. All pure white.
Kill it
My
with fire.
torch.
But I was using it. Can you turn it back on? I need it 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes.
I reach down and kind of grab the hairs on his ears and pull up a little bit. You took my
Hey,
torch.
where'd that come from? That hurts.
I let go, kind of reach past and grab my torch.
You said
Do
I
you
could use
grab?
it.
Do you grab the torch angrily?
Well, I'm gentle with my torch.
But I mean, like, do you swipe it back? Try and grab it.
Do I what?
Do you like swipe it back? Like,
I grab it and just kind of yank it back to me.
okay. Roll a d20, and then I'll say James on the higher or low side. Ah, well, that's too. Okay. 15's pretty good though. It doesn't smash some of the affixed alchemical supplies that were around it. So you do pull it out. Doesn't smash any of Mumble Man's stuff.
Thankfully, I was pretty much done, so I don't have to start over. You don't have to be so mean about it.
Walk down and get like right in his face. Next time you take from me without asking, you'll see what the torch can do from the inside out. I stand up and walk away.
And Mumble Man's just staring at him silently with his eyes getting a little bit bigger. God, he said it.
Go over and I kind of just sit back down. And now you see me like tying a little bit of rope to the torch and like fastening it to my bag better. Now I'm all paranoid. Someone's gonna steal my shit.
Puts a chastity belt on the torch.
I'd say, Barney, you also like you see Altair poke out, like calling for you. Then you're like, oh shit, you're sitting right in front of me, and then you hear Bjorn and Mumble Man getting into it over something inside.
Yeah. And I'll go, oh, is everyone up, I guess, eh?
I think so.
Barney stretches and he's like, alright.
Mumble Man starts
so.
walking over towards Barney and saying, I've got the die for you. I finished it last night.
Oh, sweet.
And you look at him, and he's got 2 inches worth of white hair growing out of his nose, his ears. He's got a full 2-inch white beard, and his eyebrows are like 2 inches longer.
Huh.
Altair instinctually just goes, ew.
You what?
Happen every night.
No, what happened?
I reach up and I tug on his nose hairs that have grown out of his nose.
Oh, don't you guys quit doing... Oh, wait.
You look like a gremlin.
He starts playing with the hair and rubbing his face, and... How the... Where did... Somebody got a mirror?
No?
No.
Oh,
I'm adventuring, not doing my makeup.
You might be able to look at your reflection on the floor in there.
Maybe you could use one of the lenses from the thing over there.
And he looks around. Is there anything he can get a reflection in?
You probably
silly.
Like you might not have focused on it at first, but some of your alchemical flasks or alutels or whatever.
Oh yeah, I've got enough mercury. I'll pour it onto a small dish and look at it.
Mercury, okay. I mean, sure.
It's completely safe as long as you don't
What a
ingest it.
mumble man
Gotta
say,
love
like,
the
oh yeah, I'll use
emergency
my
mercury.
mercury to do that. But yeah, with either Altair's idea or something quick thinking, you might be able to sort of find something that's reflective enough.
Okay, so I find something reflective and I start, looking at it and playing with my hair growth, and then
Oh,
I will
sorry, I'm
pull
so
out a
good.
small knife and I will trim rather badly. My so like I get an inch off the right ear, but I only get like half an inch off the left ear. My
Oh,
eyebrows are
oh.
no real good, but uneven. But yeah, I will trim it the best of my ability, which is
I
very poorly.
I just watch him and be like, I'd offer to help, but I don't have any hair.
I just watch on in horror as I'm like, oh, it's every time. Oh, should just. Oh,
Have you tried using the torch to burn the hair off?
Does that work?
I would also say this.
Yeah, I mean, I can start a torch if you want. And I start lighting a
But
torch
but but
and
if I burn
no,
this hair, won't
yeah,
all my hair go on fire? I don't want to. The beard. The
mm,
beard's rather dashing, don't you think? I want to keep the
I don't
beard.
I don't know how
I
hair
haven't had
works.
this much facial hair in like 58 years.
I think if you just pat it out fast enough, it probably will be fine.
Oh no. And I will take some of the hair that I've already cut off and put it into the flame to see what happens first, and it'll burn rather quickly, I assume. And
Yeah,
I'll go.
it flares up pretty quick.
I'm
Stinks.
like, no, I think that, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good from here.
Okay. How about I pull out a bottle. I go, we'll soak your beard and your hair on the top of your head. So then, and we'll just burn the other stuff. And if it's wet, it won't catch on fire.
He's
Sounds
seriously
like it'd
considering
work.
it. You can see you've almost got him convinced.
Is this a persuasion
That seems
involvement
logical.
here? Or like,
I'm leaving that in Barney's hands.
That seems very logical. Just get what you don't burn wet.
Yeah, we'll just soak it. I have this bottle here.
It's actually filled with urine.
I'd say Barney, make a persuasion check. Fuck it. See how this goes. See how convincing you are in the matter, whether or not Mobile Man's going to be skeptical or not. Fuck, that seems like a really good idea. Like, I don't know.
Okay, so you're gonna help me out with this, right? You're gonna wet what needs to be wetted.
Well, oh, I don't want to. No, I don't want to play with your hair. I'll watch.
Okay, hold the torch. I give Barney the torch, and I, I
Oh,
wet,
okay.
I wet Mumbleman's hair,
With what?
and the water Barney had that
Okay.
might or may not be alcohol.
Well, that's what I'm curious about. Like,
It's just red wine, everyone. Relax.
So I start pouring that on, and I rub his hair with my towel like claws. Keep his beard and his top hair.
Yeah, so my hair, and my beard are soaked, but the rest we're gonna fuck around and find out.
Come
okay.
out
So
looking
let's
like
go.
a
Let's go with
mummy.
this. Let's go with this, Mumble Man. High or low side of a D20?
Um, I'm gonna go low side.
Okay. Bjorn, you are watching this moment here. You fasten your rope to your torch, and you're like, okay. And you sort of look up, and you can see Barney has poured wine onto Mumble Man's head, and you see Altair like from behind, like rubbing his scalp and his face and stuff like that. And you're like, what the fuck are they doing? And then they hold a torch up to the side of his. So you said low side?
Yep.
Fucking Ghost Rider.
Fucking Ghost Rider is right. It goes up the side. It actually has like a moment, and you realize that whatever was covered in this wine, it may have been a bit stronger of a wine than what maybe some people were used to, and it starts to just singe completely everywhere that was soaked in this wine. You realize that your face and head is on fire. Oh, you only take 1 point of fire damage. Before I presumably assume that you like pat yourself out, or
Well, can you pat
No,
out
Mama
now?
Man panics completely. He's waiting for somebody else to pat himself out.
okay. Does anyone else react in this moment after Mumbleman's head ignites?
How long should we let it burn?
Barney's watching. He's like, I think it takes like a couple seconds for it to all burn, right?
It's not the initial like woof that causes the damage. It's about that 3-second mark where it starts to burn you now at this point. And a lot of
Once
your
I
hair on
feel
your
the
face and
pain, then
head
I
is
start trying
gone.
to pat it out with my hands.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I guess if he starts freaking out, I'll start like he did. So I'd start trying to get it
Yeah, he'd
patted out.
yell.
Let's.
Oh.
So now, after you pat out Mumbleman, it's this really sort of like raggedy, like Acme moment where like one ear is completely untouched, top of his head is scorched with bald patches and stuff like that. His beard is half present on the side of his face, not on the other side. Eyebrow hair is gone. Um, and it's all salt and pepper now. It's not just white. It's all just
There's
wet
soot
and
mixed
burnt.
in with it. Yeah. Um,
Ran out of Just for Men midway through.
so this is where I look first at Barney, then at Altair, and go, okay, so is that better?
I think we need to do it again to finish
Uh,
it. You got about half
Okay,
of it.
Altair, you roll your persuasion check, you dick.
Bjorn, you're just watching this with like shock and all. You're like,
With
My
disadvantage,
persuasion's-
because that was painful. Son of a bitch.
But I like to add my d6. Okay, so 13.
Barney has his hand like blocking Mumbleman from vision, so he
So
doesn't
yeah, my
laugh.
wisdom is
He's like,
only 10, so I'm gonna like I'm gonna say that's a
that's
success.
a success. Okay, okay.
Well,
trying to impress his new friends.
I think it'd be more of an intelligence check now instead of a wisdom. Right? I mean,
Well, no, there was a little bit of pain, but as far as Mumbleman's concerned, some of the hair's gone. He can feel that. Um, it
That's
hurt, but you know,
Hmm.
not significant. He doesn't feel significant damage.
okay.
At this point,
Marty, do you have any protocol?
Bjorn kind of stands up and walks over, grabs Mumbleman by his backpack or his back or whatever, and kind of picks him up, puts him in the headlock, snatches out his knife, grabs some of the hair, and just cuts it like out of his ear right quick, sets him down.
Altair and Barney have the bottle. They're like, "Aw."
I'll take a drink from the bottle. Oh,
As you go to drink it,
someone
as
put
you go to
hooch in a
drink it,
wine bottle.
as you go to drink it, I tap it so it like comes out quicker on you, and then I have
Spitting
to
it out as he has the torch in his hand. Flame breaths everyone.
Yeah,
God damn it.
thanks everybody for your help. I don't know where the hair came from. I hope it doesn't happen again. I'm glad it's gone. And one of you should take this. And he holds up one of these small bowling pin clay structures that he gave to Barney yesterday morning. It'll come in handy if we have to fight something.
Who shall take said clay pot?
take the clay pot if no one else wants it.
I think I'm good.
I fell on it yesterday. Kind of burned my leg. I
What
don't
does
know.
it do?
Something really cool.
And we're supposed to drink it, right? That's what you told me?
Yeah, you definitely drink it. It's still a
Drink
work
it.
in progress, but it'll help. It'll be beneficial. I'm like 98% sure.
Are you
Or is
sure
that
it didn't
2%
grow
sure
your
and
hair?
98%? No, yeah, no, 98% sure.
I grab it. If this hurts me,
I wouldn't
I
hurt
will
a
burn the rest of
friend
your
of
hair
mine,
off.
especially somebody that can, lends me their torch here and there.
Lend you or you steal.
I didn't try and keep it from you, and I was using it right out in the open. I don't know why you keep accusing me of stealing it. It was there, so I used it. It's better. It's more consistent and a better flame than what I can get with my alcohol burner. That and it's
Pass.
pretty.
You don't just take. In
Um,
giant culture, you take from us. I should fillet you. But
Oh,
because you're my friend, I don't want to do this. Don't take from me. It's not the no the what word? It's not the right thing to do.
it's not cool, man.
You
Mumbo
ask,
Man
I always let you.
is trying to
Every time you
process
ask,
this strange new thought process, and
it's a Goliath thing.
yeah,
It comes from our ancestors. Giants were very possession hungry. Something is theirs, it's theirs. Someone takes it from them, it leads to fights. You lose the fight, you usually lose your life.
well,
Goliaths became a
I,
little bit more evolved, but
I'm
we still
much
don't
more
like.
friendly. I give stuff here, there, and everywhere. Like, look, I just gave you, a great thing to use if we get in a fight. And I've given you poison, and I've given him stuff that he, one of these yesterday, and he broke it. And if you give
Yeah,
things freely to people and let them use your stuff, then the world's a much better place.
and then people tend to just take your stuff. Hence why you don't like going to town, because everyone wants you something for themselves. But yet you expect to be able to just come around and take what you want because you want to use it.
Well, okay, I want to use it, but I wasn't gonna keep it or anything. But
It's just
I
still
can see
bad.
your point on me not going to town because they all want something from me.
If you ask, I have always come to your aid. I've helped you. I've let you
True, very
ride
true.
on me as a pack mule, trying to be nice to you. All I ask is that you respect me and ask to take my things so I don't wake up in a panic and think I was robbed. I traveled many years by myself, searching for answers. I have had things taken from me before. I have struggled to survive. Luckily I've always had my bow.
Well, not
So
that bow,
when
because
I
that
wake
bow's a
up and
replacement. You just got it.
yes, I know. That's why I said I've always had a bow.
I,
Which
but
isn't
that's
the
where Mobile
same
Man
though.
went.
I wish I had my mother's bow, but she fell with her bow.
Well, I will try to remember
Just
and
ask,
not take your stuff without asking. Um,
please. Because there is a side of me I do not wish to come out. When y'all see me, and I'll start pointing at everyone, when y'all see me grow and become Jotunheim, at that point I could lose myself. If I do that just from you stealing, I could very well attack you.
you
It's
wouldn't.
anger that causes us to grow in stature. The runes feed from our anger, our emotions.
Okay,
Then I kind of just
yep.
like brush his burnt hair a little bit. By the way, you look like shit.
Sorry.
They
Uh,
lit you on fire and burnt holes in your hair and your beard.
well, we're trying to get rid of the hair that I got last night. How do you? I never had so much hair grow all at once before. Yeah.
And you cut it.
Well, but I'm not good at that because my hair doesn't grow that quick, and I just wanted it gone.
Literally, my arrowheads, I could take one of them and cut right through your hair if you just asked. Instead, and I look back at Barney, instead of letting people light you like a human torch,
Or an elven torch.
I guess.
I really thought
Yes.
it was gonna work.
There's a real
And he
torch
just
thing going this
strikes. Is
morning.
like,
Bjorn just like shakes his head. All the alcohol's gone to your brain.
whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm hardly drunk right now.
Hard to tell sometimes with some of your ideas.
Thank you.
Momo Man's
Yeah.
gonna wander away slowly and start disassembling his alchemy gear.
Okay.
Barney's gonna
Bjorn's gonna eat breakfast now.
Um, Momo Man did give Barney the die, right?
yeah. He's gonna
Very
say
strong.
Barney's gonna start dyeing his dyeing his thing with just his bare hands. He's just gonna take it off and like put everything else in his bag, and then he's gonna start pouring the dye everywhere and just kind of like rubbing it with his bare hands.
Okay, roll a d20. One hand is dyed royal purple, the other hand is dyed royal blue, and it will be visible for 16 days.
What about the streaks from where I was wiping my brow on my forehead
That's up to
and
Cody.
underneath my eyes?
However, it is a very dark black on the piece you were dyeing.
Perfect. I hold it up. Now just gotta wash my hands off. And
It does.
I'll set this down and I'll head out to try to find like a water trough to wash my hands in outside.
I would say it's
I was gonna ask, what does the clay pot do, so I can make a note of it.
It's an experimental elixir. You will not know until you drink it.
Fair enough.
Well, you actually drink it. I was joking.
find a water trough or a bucket with some water in it, and it removes the black dye from your hands, but you realize that your hands are like ink stained or dyed, I guess you could say. Doesn't seem to be washing off very well.
Huh.
Oh, hey. I kind of like run towards Barney. I have like a little, I guess like a little bucket I found laying around. I'm just like, oh, here, this will help wash it off. I kind of set it down.
Lean over. What is it?
I'm a piss.
Ugh, I don't want
I don't, I don't,
that.
I
I'd
don't
rather
tell
be
you.
purple and
I don't
blue.
know. I don't tell you it's my piss.
Oh.
I just tell you this will help.
Oh, sweet. Bernardi dunks his hands into it and starts scrubbing in the bucket.
Smells
Okay,
weird.
Still a
so
little,
Up his,
instead
still a
of
arm, up
little
his
warm.
arms.
instead of
His
16
wrists.
days, it's only 8 days that'll be visible.
I start digging into under my fingernails and stuff with it in the piss
Wash your
bucket.
face.
Yeah, I'll scrub the spots on my face. I'm like, stuff smells a little strong.
Yeah. It's really good at cleaning things and stripping
It's like
stuff
ammonia,
off.
right? Ammonia here.
Yeah.
And I'll spend like 5 minutes scrubbing in the bucket, and then at the end I'll like shake my hands off, and I'll wipe the rest in my hair to slick my hair back. And like, well, I think this is the best it's gonna get.
See Bjorn kind of going.
It sort of streaks your hair, your normal sort of black coloration that you have in there sort of kind of gets a little bit lighter when you rub this fluid through it.
Oh, I could use some breakfast. These things are as clean as they're gonna get, and I'll head back in for breakfast.
I walk over and start pissing in the bucket as you're walking away.
Wait a minute.
Didn't notice it. I just head inside. I'm like, ah.
The normal coloration pulsing is a bit dimmer now, and also the coloration at the top part of the tower is also really sort of died down comparatively to what it was. Seems like it's a lot brighter at night than it is in the daytime.
Barney's just kind of like looking at his dyed hands as he walks in, and he goes, "Huh."
Bjorn, one other thing Mama Man told you is that the thing he gave you is only good for 24 hours. After that, it loses its potency.
Pretty much gonna use it today. Well, I eat a little bit and kind of take my ration and take out my torch. I say roll and kind of heat the ration up a little bit, where it gets a little bit of that like grease coming off of it, because it's most rations are dried meats.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting the grease to come off, and I kind of take the grease, which is like an animal fat, and I kind of treat my bowstring with it because it helps rehydrate the leather a little bit, so it won't wear as easily, and kind of wipe some on the wood and some on my armor where it's getting a little banged up to kind of help treat the leather, keep it from like
I
drying and cracking.
well, Bjorn is like that. I said, "Where'd you put the bucket?"
Oh, the piss bucket's outside.
Okay, and I go out there. I go pee it.
Piss bucket, and I'll take the last bite of my jerky I was eating, and I'll go, "Oh, yeah, that's what that taste is." I knew it smelled familiar.
But it really does help strip things out. Like I've washed stuff in it before, and then I wash it in water afterward. But giant
Worked
piss
for
is
me.
very strong.
Much like my muscles, my piece is wrong.
My piss is from Mother Russia.
As long as I don't have to drink it, eh? And I wink at Bjorn.
Dosta spronja, comrade.
So
Yeah,
good boy.
no, I would not. No, I think I would rather die of dehydration than ever drink piss.
It's not that. I mean, sometimes you're in the heat of the moment. She's like, you're like, ah.
Sitting on your
Just
face,
stares
you know,
after you
things
and has
happen.
no idea what you're talking about because he's never been with a woman. What? You let
Whoa,
women pee on you?
whoa, man.
I've I've heard of marking your territory, but that's new.
Oh, anything can happen. Guys love it
No.
too.
Those tiefling women, man, I tell you. Like, I don't know where this,
You know,
but yeah.
Yeah, Barney's like, yeah, tiefling women love to do it to you. Guys love when you do it to them. Everyone loves it.
really? So if I come up
A
to you and
select,
pee on
a
you,
select
you'll
group
like
of people. No.
it?
A select
I start
group of
walking
people I
towards you
think
and
like it.
like
Just, stay away from
undoing the box.
me.
How much
What the
pee
hell
do you
she
got
said?
in that fucking thing? Like fucking.
I'm well hydrated.
Barney was trying to make Bjorn uncomfortable, but Bjorn uncomfortable to him, and he's like, all right.
But no, I'm just kidding. I don't think I could actually ever pee on somebody. That's but hey, no shame here. It's okay.
Not without a few silver pieces, right?
They do always want me to pay more after. And Barney walks over and just sits down again and eats some more food.
Okay, we've gotten way off track here. Like,
We have derailed.
doesn't help that I'm fueling it, but it doesn't fucking. I am technically also not there. I don't know what's happening.
That's okay. I'm not just recording tonight. I'm live streaming.
Great. Well, after Bjorn finishes what he was doing and eats his one ration, he goes, "So, what are we doing? Are we heading on to where we're the next town we need to go to? Are we
I think so, right? How are we wanting
I mean,
to? Are we wanting to collect the stuff first and put it somewhere, or just leave it about?
I think let's bring it all outside. I feel like we should lock this place up and just leave it tucked away. What those notes I was reading, the guy doesn't really have good intentions that wants in here. Just kind of lets those people die.
we are we just gonna leave that creature weird thing alone and leave that door shut?
I ain't going back down there.
Yeah,
Let's just hope it's dead.
Yeah. I'm good with that. Hopefully, what I did with the explosive charges work. And he's dead, but I don't really care to find out right now.
So we're gonna spend an hour or two collecting weapons and armor and
And putting
various
them in our.
supplies.
If that's what
Yeah.
you would like to do.
Barney, when we're in here, Barney would be like, should we just load up that cart and leave it tucked away here and just take the ox with us? Go a little faster? Because we gotta come back this way anyway.
Well, the cart's not my responsibility. You guys did that.
The thing I worry about is if goblins come back while we're gone, and ransack and destroy the cart.
We could bury it
So,
like treasure. Not the cart, the supplies.
Spend
we could just pull
an
it. We
Yeah,
could
hour
just pull
I'd
it.
make the
because
map. If you'd let me, I'll make the treasure map.
I can pick up and pull quite a bit.
So let's collect
All right.
everything and see how much there is first.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just
Spend like
load
an
everything into the
hour.
wagon and decide.
Okay, so you guys are looking to gather stuff. Is that what I'm?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
all
for the quest we were on.
Are you all partaking in this endeavor?
yeah, I
Yes.
am.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I would say with about an hour's time, you could probably scour the entirety of this place with all the bodies and things that you see around. Are you stripping every corpse and picking up everything you see?
No, we just want
Ooh.
the Hang on a second. Let me read it here. We're reclaiming the supplies and armor from fallen soldiers.
Oh,
So
so yeah. Yeah.
Just-
Yeah, we are.
As well as
like-
so yeah, anything non-goblin is what I would do.
okay.
Yeah.
So I hold on. Actually, I'll probably just do this. Haha. Instead of read it out and make you write it down, I'll just copy paste. Probably a good idea.
Glad you thought of it.
Yes, I know. And I was like, oh yeah, this is brilliant. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's 4 sets of Bavarian chainmail, which is in decent shape. There is 6 sets of damaged chainmail from soldiers. You have 4 sets of leather armor, acolyte robes, 10 acolyte robes, 6 of which are damaged. Then there are 6 rusty short swords with bucklers. Then there are some longbows and short bows, a couple decent long swords. There's daggers, 4 war axes, 3 staves, and 21 arrows. That's what the entirety of what you gather off the corpses of fallen soldiers. There is a number of equipment utilized by goblins if you so choose, but that's up to you guys whether you want to do that. But you have a decent armory worth of stuff in the back of this cart that you use to sort of gather around. And again, it takes you about an hour to sort of gather all this stuff and roll the bodies and sort of do all that stuff.
In the process of doing that, can I check the ore that was outside the mine for sulfur?
Of course you can. And yes, indeed, you do find some sulfur within those boxes. It's
I'll take the unprocessed sulfur and enough that I'm happy with my quantity, and
right.
over the next few days I will refine it slash mortal and pestle it and make it into a nice powder like the form that I use.
Okay, I'd say you take a 5-pound rock of
Okay.
it, like raw sulfur.
Yep.
But there is more here within these crates, along with other random ore that they have mined out of that shaft.
Anything random ore wise that I might consider to be a decent material?
Roll a d20. See if any of it looks other than just like copper and iron. 16. Okay, there's a few strains of silver ore.
Not interested.
Okay, not besides that.
Yep.
Besides the sulfur, charcoal. There'd be some charcoal as
Yeah,
well.
so yeah, some charcoal I would take.
But that's about it. Nothing like precious
Yep.
metals or like gems or anything.
No, I was, as I said, I was looking more for alchemical ingredients.
Right. But yes, with all that recorded information there, that's what you gather off the bodies of the fallen. And where would you like to stash what you have found?
I'd say we stash it inside the chamber where no one else can get to, so we know
Are
it'll
you
be here.
are you leaving it in the cart in the chamber, or are you just loosely stacking it in here?
The card in here, I thought it was kind of like the building was collapsed and stuff a little.
I don't think we could get the cart in here.
Yeah, it'd be a bit. It would take some time to seriously maneuver that thing in here and some shoving and pushing and.
I would just say we would stack it in here.
Okay. So. I wouldn't say it's that fucking huge, but okay. Yeah. There we go. Hey, look at that. It's a pile of stuff that you gathered. Okay. So yes, that's stashed within the chamber now.
Okay. We're all ready to start heading out.
I think so.
Yeah, you notice that Mumble Man has finally grabbed something out of his pack and is eating.
Okay, well, I'm ready to go whenever you guys are. So whatever you choose to do, it's up to you. Also, with you gathering all that stuff from outside and off the bodies, the oxen still actually had sort of like laid to rest. It was just kind of hanging out and then sort of perked up when you guys came outside. Also, the weather outside was a bit still looming with that overcast sky, a little bit breezy, but it does pick up that sort of desert haze as it blows some sand around. It is still a bit warm for the environment you're in, but the overcast is preventing like the beating sun from shining down upon you. But the oxen does perk up when you sort of come out and it moves over before it gets to the end of its leash and sort of stops.
Walk up to it and kind of pat it.
Ooh. Sort of like nudges into you a bit from it.
Start getting it rehooked up to the cart.
Okay.
You make sure I get a little bit of water to it and get it ready for the journey.
Well, Bjorn's doing that. I'm gonna hook my padded vest or like my or what is it, scale mail up to the like hang off of the side of the thing so it can just dry. It's still damp.
Okay.
Mama Man wanders over to Barney and says, "You know, if you had to use tongs or a stick or something, your hands wouldn't be tied like that."
Huh. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. I kind of liked it though. I was thinking about doing my whole body, face and everything. What do you think?
I can start making more dye if you want.
We'll see how I think about it and feel about it in a day or two. And I'll let you know.
Okay.
Thanks,
Me
though, buddy.
are Altier and Mama Man actually missing?
I don't see me there.
That's on my bad.
Oh, I was like, huh,
I
Mama
re-
Man
I
out here?
re- oops, I realized that was from you guys were on your own endeavor there the night before.
That's my bad.
We can always pull ourselves out onto a map too by clicking on your icon in the player section in the journal.
We can?
Yeah, and click
Yeah.
and drag it over.
Huh.
Yeah, if you click your name and then drag it over, it brings out the token. That's why it's like, yeah, the ever burning torch. You want that out? Boom, it's right there. Just on Bjorn right now. Yeah. But yeah, anyway. But yes, the morn is upon you. It's a little less hazy in here, although the history doesn't show it like that. But it is.
Oh, before we forget, I'm gonna go down in there and get the first row, the first gate to close on that trap on the chamber.
Yep.
He's gonna reset
So
it.
you're,
I'm gonna reset it so that way no one can get in there, because if we leave it going, everyone can just walk right in.
so yes, you do. You walk back in and you reset it, and it all the close. And when the gates close, that double doors at the end of the hall close as well. Realizing that you have reset this room completely, and it kind of goes dark in here again after the flames go out.
Then I go back outside.
And then you go back.
I tell everyone, okay, guys, the door's closed. We almost left and forgot that.
Did anybody write down or remember the sequence?
I wasn't really paying attention.
Somewhat. I don't have it written
Yeah.
down, but I somewhat remember.
I don't know how long I'll remember it for, but um, Mumble Man says something, and I'm going to post it in chat. And that makes perfect sense to me, or to Mumble Man at the time.
Well, look at you. Okay, so
You'll take your little break.
I think it's a little breaky poo time, yes, and then we'll return very shortly. And continue on with where you guys are going.
Alrighty, I'll be back in just a minute.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm going to go grab a snack.
Actually, click and control the. Oh wait, no, you can't. You don't see it. Haha. In players' journals, yes. Cart and aux, yes. So yeah, anyone can click and move the aux and cart if you so choose, but I can move it around too. So
Get it to become one.
I don't know if you guys also know this, but if you click your token, then like you know how you pretty much are locked to grid, for example, right? So if you were to click and move it, and then hold Alt, you can click in between. If you care to just as
Did not know that.
But yeah, that's usually how I shove you guys like on the cart. It's like, oh yeah, you're in there. Yeah. The more you know.
Not working. Oh, that's why. Okay, I'm letting go of the wrong button first.
Yeah. Anyway. So you said you're hitching up the oxen to the cart again?
Yes.
Which you have done at this point. Besides the aroma of necrotic flesh of the dead bodies, especially since you've sort of taken the armor away from them, but they haven't quite seen the sun yet too much. So when you return, it might be a bit of a different sight to be seen and scent to be had. But
I'll
here you are.
kind of right quick grab all the little bodies right here and kind of pile them up about right here.
Okay.
Get I gather up like the cloth off the tent and everything right here and the poles and kind of throw it on top of all the bodies once I gather them.
Are you going to burn them?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Do we want to burn them? It might draw more attention to this area. A huge
Do you want to
fire.
let all the corpses rot?
I don't care too much about what happens to corpses. I just prefer
Okay.
us.
I won't burn them right now, but I'm still going to take the TP off.
We could drop them down the hole in the cave. In the mine.
What hole?
The
hole
hole
in-
might be
The one
filled
you
in,
said
or
you
it
threw
might
the
be bigger.
bombs by.
I'm just going to take the tarp and lay the
Okay.
whatever material this is and kind of lay it across the bodies.
Okay.
And put like stakes into it. Kind of hold the tarp down over it. Pretty much just trying to cover up the bodies.
So the rats can get underneath, but the crows can't land on top and start pecking shit.
Just trying to cover up the bodies.
Which you do.
Okay. And I say, okay, guys, let's take off.
Is there any way to close this gate behind us?
So you look at that gate, you realize that one half of the doors is like off kilter, mostly off of its hinge. It's just sort of like resting there. So with it, you'd have to probably put a bit of work in it to get that gate to close properly. But most likely from its attack, it was damaged or something.
Yeah. Too much effort for Mumble Man.
Okay. You guys are heading out.
We're all loading up in the wagon.
Wah, wah, wah.
We got to get to a town to see a man about a book or something.
Hell yeah. Fucking do it. Okay, so you guys to head out. Who is going to helm the reins of the oxen?
I can.
Okay, give me an animal handling check just for how the creature reacts during this trek. Please and thank you. Pretty fucking good. Most likely because it's eager to get going. It starts to follow the path and you guys head out. All right, I'm head out. So you guys get to the base now here. So which direction would you guys like to go?
We're gonna head to the town we need to go to.
Okay.
So north still.
Yep. The path, once you get to about here, you realize the path does split in two different directions. So you probably have to to resort to checking your map a bit, which is pretty easy for you to do. Just heading to the right, which you begin to do.
Bjorn,
Yes.
I just realized I took sulfur from the mine or outside the mine. Are you okay with that?
Is it mine? It's not mine. I only care if you take my stuff.
Roger. Okay.
You steal something from someone else. That's their problem, not mine. I mean, I'm not a noble guy, but
I can't fault the logic, but yeah, okay.
what's
I thought it
mine
was
is mine.
literally
I
like
can't
a
take
play
mine.
on like mine. What's mine? Oh, the mine? Like, oh, like. All right. So you guys are on currently tile, and you are looking to head towards Cresh. So, again, this will be one of those hex traversal things, taking roughly 4 to 6 hours to get through each portion. But you're heading into what I assume is L.
Yeah.
If one of you guys can roll a 20 for me, please and thank you, as you approach said that.
I'll do it if no one wants to.
I have no
It's
problem with you doing it.
just to see what happens along the way. Okay, Nate. Not. So the trek from Nestled Nook has been a little bit calm since you left behind what you've all discovered there. The weather's still carrying, again, that lingering overcast sky overhead. You see the branches way up in the sky listing back and forth, far overhead, sort of making that sandy desert area a bit less treacherous with no sun. Eventually, you start to see the sand and dirt where it starts meeting grass and overgrowth. And you sort of have discovered this line where the queen's influence continues to creep across the ground and into this desert. You see vines and roots that protrude up through the ground in certain spots that make it pretty rough in certain areas, but worse than others. But progressing onwards, you do see where the road and path continues on, and it starts to reach eventually like a shore side, where you see cliffs that fall off into the sea, which is nothing overly dangerous. You just start to see it follows along the edges in spots before it branches back out into open areas. You pass by the occasional shack or rundown house, long forgotten, farms that have been left abandoned, or moss-covered stone fences, especially due to the Queen's influence. It leads for a little while further until you see a small dwelling that's off to the side of the trail, where there are the two houses within this eroded walls that look long covered, taken recent surge of fauna. Out in front, though, you see large vines that have pierced up through the ground, very similar to what you had seen happen in Beauvais. And they're reaching pretty high into the sky in some spots, about 20, 30 feet in the air. Yeah. Let me click here. Thanks. Please. Oh. I think I know the alphabet by now. Oops. Sorry, the cart is gone. Okay. But yes, this is where you see those abodes and the vines that have protruded up through the ground. Continue on if you so. This is the area which is long overtaken from the Queen. You can see other portions of crystals that have busted up through, cracks in the ground where the roots have really protruded through, sort of hindering it. But this used to all be desert ground. You can tell by the rough stone underneath. And it has been overtaken by the growth of the Queen.
Does anybody want to stop, or should we just keep pushing through the Cresh?
I think just keep going.
I think we should just keep pushing.
It only allows me to grab the 3 at once. It doesn't allow me to grab everybody.
Yeah,
That's okay. As you sort of near the entrance to that attraction, you hear a flock of birds take from the trees surrounding that area and take flight across the water. Following not long after is another large bird that swoops up from within as well, but it doesn't head in the same direction as that previous flock. And at a quick glance, you see that the size is far different and noticeable. That it's a large owl of sorts, and you can see it now clocks you all as well as it changes its trajectory and heads north into the woods. But it's well into the sky at this point, and it sort of is looking back at you all and gazing as it goes out of sight. So it swoops up from out here. This is where the flock lets, and then that bird flies off and heads up into this forest, just sort of seemingly gauging you as you all fly past. Or sorry, as you all cart past.
Keep driving through.
Roughly about here, you see, as you get close enough, that there is a number of corpses and bodies that have been penetrated and hung up on the trees. Whatever, either civilians or soldiers or whatever it is, there's corpses that are affixed to these roots. And you had seen this again before when you were in Beauvais, the way they protruded through and just started swiping up people and killing everybody. So it seemingly has happened here as well. But yeah, you can continue to push on this road if you so choose. And as you do get closer and closer, you know, you're studying it through. And again, these houses are long overgrown, off to the side. You know, there was civilization everywhere before all the Queen's influence took over. So this is one of those ruins areas that you sort of pass by. So you get to roughly about there, and you begin to hear rustling coming from this side of the forest and bushes over here.
Okay, when you say this side, I can't.
Oh, sorry, you're zoomed in. On your left-hand side to the north on this map,
Okay.
up in these bushes over here, you begin to hear rustling and cracking of branches inside these trees here. But the oxen still is kind of pushing forward as you guys go. You're
Kind of just get my bow a little ready from the back of the wagon.
And
Momo Man is in depth playing with the mortal and pestle and sulfur, just breaking it down to finer and finer powder.
okay. Bjorn, you start studying that area, especially with the noise coming out of it, and emerging from the bushes and the trees is this sort of, I'm going to say, like a large beetle-esque creature. Seems to be covered in like roots and moss, and it doesn't seem to really clock you more as it becomes visible from the side of the road. And it's like, whether it's digging in the dirt or digging at the bushes or the trees, you're unsure, but it's sort of clattering back and forth.
Go ahead and lean in the cart and say, hey, heads up, we haven't been spotted yet, but there's something out in the bush over there. And I point in that direction.
I would like to cast a spell.
Okay.
Um,
What would you like to cast?
I would like to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. So you guys are going to try and sneak past this creature here?
Yes.
Okay, so you cast Pass Without a Trace, and all who would like to make stealth checks to get through this area, I would say those who have disadvantage in this moment can roll normally because you're not technically walking, you're in the back of the cart. So it's kind of like, I don't want to say counterproductive to say that, like the sound of you moving is what your armor creates, but it's more or less that. But I'll get someone to roll a d20 for the oxen as well. But everyone can add +10 to Pass Without a Trace.
Ooh. 19.
Okay. Okay, so I got 19. I got 20. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is probably going to be okay. Yes. Okay, so this creature seems to be hyper-focused on something around the base of this tree over here as it sort of moves back and forth. And you can see it now as you've progressed, I'd say probably this far at this point, looking at it while you're going to see, does it notice, it doesn't seem to notice. Awesome. But it is like, it has like 6 legs on the bottom of it that sort of moves back and forth, almost like whether it be crustacean or beetle-like. You're unsure, but it's fairly large. But it seems to be extremely focused on it. It doesn't notice you while you move past, and you are able to move through this area. The oxen seems pretty straight and true. Following your pretty good animal handling check, it seems to stay on track, and you push past this area behind said threat. Okay, awesome. Nice.
Sneaky.
Use a sneaky boys. Use a fast sneaky boys. But yes, carrying on, the forest begins to get thicker, really showing the true strength of this tree. You see a lot more contorted vines that are starting to break through rocks and that are latching onto everything. Trees that have overtook this previously known desert look like they've been here for decades. You pass by an area that it looks like it might have been some sort of frontal camp or guard garrison, but the overgrowth has reclaimed this area. At least hinting that you're getting closer to something to come. Another 10 minutes goes by, which it does. Down the trail, it leads towards some sort of wooden palisade. It's built up between trees and roots, and you see movement beyond its open gateway. You see people, soldiers, you're unsure, but it seems like to be some sort of local militia or something that are stationed on 2 posts. They clock you rolling down the pathway, and they stand to greet you. At the distance you are, they're a bit shoddy in nature. The attire that they're brandishing looks pretty rough and beaten down, and quite dirty. They're holding their weapons tight, but they're not directed at you. But they do seem eager to see a change in scenery, or at least encounter. Your approach does draw attention, which turns audible when shouting starts to occur. into the area beyond where you're approaching. You see 2 soldiers jump down. Swap this real quick. You see 2 soldiers jump down off of that wooden palisade and begin to greet you as you approach. You're going to be on the top left hand of this corner here. And you see the soldiers start to move up excitedly. One sort of puts their hand over, gives an overhand wave and motion to approach. And the first soldier that you reach speaks up. He goes, "Hey, oh, hey there, soldiers! We've been waiting for a long time. Thanks for coming, guys. Such a relief to finally be heard. We'll guide you the rest of the caravans in when you guys get more comfortable. But the sooner you get to captain, to sort of speak to the mayor, the better. And we can begin and really thinking that we weren't going to be able to get out of here. So thank you."
Soldiers, where?
Ooh.
And they start to look between each other now. And you can again hear the shouting is carried into parts of what you see now as the front gate of this town. There are fields and some things and broken palisades around, but a lot of overgrowth here. But he's like, oh, yeah. And he starts to look past you. He's like, oh, damn. And then the other soldiers are like, oh, we thought you guys were soldiers coming to get us out of here. Sorry. Please come in. Sorry, get out of the woods. It's pretty dangerous, guys. Sorry not to keep you out here. We thought you guys were the guilds coming to relieve us and guide us all home.
Why do you
And now
guys
that,
need to leave here?
well, attacks, man. The attacks are constant the last few days here. It's pretty rough. We've been losing people. You know, the mayor sent word to the guilds in Beauvais, and we thought that they were spending some force out to get us all back out of here, but it's not the case. And you can see that they're pretty shoddy and beat up. Like, these soldiers have been fighting. They're a bit bloody, dried blood, and dirty armor and beaten down. It's like, But yeah, anyways, I'll get you out of the forest anyways. Close up this gate.
Or kind of like look at the rest of the group and be like, ugh, like give them like a tugged collar look,
Yeah, these 2 guys over here are the ones that weren't speaking to you, have like not lost interest in your approach, but realize that they were looking or waiting for. Like, oh, all right. And you're like, all right, yeah, for sure. If you're looking to stop here, I don't know what you guys are after, but speak with Mayor Taggart. We're trying to get gathered up because we're supposed to be getting out of here. So,
I'm looking for Richard and Helen. They're like a couple. I have a message for them.
Richard and Helen. Definitely ask around. I can't, Richard and Helen, but I don't know. But you can head on in. Maybe the mayor will be able to help you out. We'll get these gates closed. Come on, guys, shove this shit closed. You can see as you got to this point again, this front gate lies open. It's more of like it doesn't seem like it has like a front thing that would close, sort of block it off. It's just like a decorative entranceway. Most likely didn't used to see much attack here, but you can tell by the corpses that are scattered everywhere that it definitely has in recent time. The soldiers push this sort of palisade closed and then continue their post on. And leaving you, and you can see that again there are areas in which produce is being grown here, and there's people out there sort of harvesting and gathering what they can, but it looks like there is a really large fur-bowled man standing guard with a giant axe on his shoulder, and he's looking over the fence, so, keeping an eye out for things like that. People are up on the gates here as you sort of approach, and like, oh, hey, oh, hello there, come on in. A series of guards move out of the way and they lower their weapons. As you sort of walk in, Bjorn, the cart rolls in, and you hear like, and you see a guy riding a horse pretty fast, not super fast. He slows down, sort of pass by, and sort of gauges you all as you walk in, but he doesn't seem to be interested in what you guys are doing as he continues to ride out of the gate and then head north. Disappears out of sight. But you are within what you presume Cresh. Now, this area seems to have a large number of guards present near the front gate. There's some houses here. They're a little bit shoddy, but they're not, horrible. Sconces lit. There's people and townsfolk moving about, but you can see crates, carts stacked up. Again, people are getting ready to leave. And you can see the guards that are all sort of waiting at the gate, let you guys come in, and sort of like, oh, hey, come on in. Hey, how's it going? Oh, no, they're not with the guild. And then like, oh, they're not with the guild. And that passes. God, for fuck's sake, it's just fucking bullshit. A little bit of some anger being let out at some of this approach, maybe thinking you were somebody else that you're not. And you enter into Cresh proper. So.
As we're going through, Barney will yell out the window, ask out the window one of the guys, like, "Hey, where's the mayor? Where can we find the mayor?"
Oh, turn left. Down the end of the road. That it's got a bit of a tower in the front of his house.
Thanks, champ, and I wink.
Kind of like tips his skull cap. Again, all of these soldiers are in the same shape as the other ones that you've seen previously. Like, they look pretty beat up, run down. Looks like things are pretty tough here. Smoke lists from some of the houses. You can smell definitely a smithy in the area, as well as some of the some of the houses have chimneys that are ablaze as well. Sort of creating it. And you can see also past this area what leads into like a harbor of some sort, as it's right on the edge of the shoreline.
Yeah. Hearing them say that the mayor's house is to the left. So the guys, hey, I'm gonna jump and see if I can find a smithy right quick to extend this armor I got. So I can try to get this on before the way back.
It's a good idea. Barney's gonna whispers. He's like, "I'm gonna go find the mayor, and I think you should tell them nobody's coming for them. There's no way they can spare the men to come here."
Alright. I'll meet up with y'all in a few. I gotta walk over and ask, where's the smithy at?
You see this Furbolg woman is in the midst of there's a tent set up here, what most likely would have been some sort of produce stand or something before, but all of the stuff that is in it is all within crates being loaded up. She kind of turns over to you and she's like, oh, sorry, the smithy? Oh, it's at the end of the road. Turn right at the end. Her name's Jolene. Pretty nice.
Alright. Thank you.
Are you guys with the guilds?
I'm not really with the guild. We've helped them out before, but
Oh, I had heard that the guilds are supposed to come and guide us all back to the city. But anyway, sorry.
they haven't said anything to me as far as I know. But all we did was we killed some things for them once, but it was a lot of people, and then the town itself, while we were there, was actually became under attack.
Oh. It's been happening a lot here too.
Yeah, the Queen's roots bursted through the ground, and
Yeah. It's
this
doing that.
weird creature came out of nowhere and kind of was a doozy of a fight.
You
They
can see
lost quite a few guards.
you speaking with this woman has drawn the attention of like a couple other people that, some stay where they are. The other guy sort of walks over, like curious, like, oh, that's them. Oh, no, it's not. As are explaining this, and he's like, ah. You could definitely see like an air of like disappointment, but not like, hey, sorry you're here, but oh, we thought you're somebody else. Like,
Sorry.
but yeah, no, that's all. It's been pretty bad. Yeah. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, and the end of the road. Kind of
Thank
just
you.
goes back to what she was. You guys with the cart begin to head into town. You pass by a number of different buildings. Some look a bit more, I'm going to say, architecturally intricate than like the average household that you pass along the way. And up ahead, you can see that there's a stout dwarven man in like green robes that are talking to two acolytes. You're a bit familiar with how they look, I guess you can say. Not Bovarian, but like, okay, they're definitely either healers or something like that, right? It's like, oh yeah, code up and fucking do that, and we're gonna have to seal this up. And you can he looks over as you hear the clop of hooves approach. Goes, guild representatives, how fucking lovely. You'll finally find the time, eh? Well, sorry to burst your bubbles, lads, but we've had some issues. Not sure who we thought we were, but pardon my rudeness.
What?
Tim, speaking towards you all of this. It's like I seen the oxen. Thought you were might be with the guild, but I don't
Oh,
see a number of soldiers that they thought they were going to be.
we rented this from the guild.
Well, again, sorry. Don't really have much of anyone out here anymore, and surprised to see you together and not in pieces.
It wasn't too bad while we were moving, actually.
Aye. Well, with the local adventurers or something, what can I do for you?
What are we looking for?
We're looking for Richard and Helen. We got a message from their daughter.
Richard and Helen. Maybe? Who's asking?
We have a message from Lisa. I start
Okay.
slapping the envelope around.
Sick. Snag that from him, huh?
No. We told her we deliver in person.
All right. So Liza sends word, does she? Okay. You really make the trek all the way here just for that?
Oh, we have other business. I think. Do we have other business? Why are we here again? Yeah,
Oh, we
no.
stopped
Oh,
along the way at the other place, and then we might as well just come right here, right? It was like the same distance back. Might as well
and
figure we might as well check the
and
place out.
Bjorn needed his armor that he found expanded, and this was the closest place. He's doing that
All
now.
right.
Yeah,
All
so do
right.
you know where we can find those people?
Yes. They're just the south part of town, central part, just above the harbor. But sure. Sorry, I don't mean to give you a hard time. It's just things a bit crazy around here. So, um, my apology. Formalities. My name's Mayor Taggart. I sort of run this place for a bit, but we're pretty much under fire, under constant, and it hasn't been so good. So my apologies. Things aren't so welcoming. Sort of thought we were going to get some aid above there, but I guess that's not the case.
I'll get off it for a minute
Bo
and kind
Bover
of
is
get closer.
experiencing some of its own problems.
They're in
It
no
seems like
shape to come help you.
actually we just heard word from a scout from Lucerne that they're really starting to come under fire. So I think it's either heading from the north, south. I don't know. It's like it's in the south too. So oh fuck, no, maybe we're not getting rescued. Oh, lovely.
I think it's heading from the east. We come from the east. If you head west, you'd honestly, you think about packing everyone up and heading west. If I was you.
Yeah, we're looking to get out of here. We just kind of thought that we maybe with the request we made for some emergency aid from the Balestiers that they were going to be able to do that. But I guess we're maybe second class to them. That slag queen, she's really been doing the worst on us, and we fear that we'd lose this place soon. So times are tough, but I don't really recommend staying much longer. If anything, you need just some kind words there. Unless, you're here to help. That could be a different thing. Huh? Huh? Should we go about what we need to? Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I
Get
turn
going.
around to Bumbleman and Altair, and I'm like, I mean, we have to head back to places I definitely know the name of that we just came from.
Bover? Yeah.
Beauvais. We had to go back to Beauvais. I mean, if that's where you're looking to go, you come with us, I guess.
The three of you are literally looking to lead this town full of people. Yeah, they're going to be
Already gonna
wandering
be.
past those the gates out there. The attacks have been constant. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the corpses as you walked in, right? You can see he sort of crosses his arms, like he's a stout guy. He's only about 4 feet tall, but
Yeah, but I like to think more of like if I didn't see it happen, then it didn't happen, you know? And things were great on our trip. So
Hmm.
just a
Uh,
thought, you know.
maybe that's an omen to act on. It might have to give some sort of consideration. And just every few hours, the guards are something yelling. A few strong people around, but a lot of the guards are starting to get worn down, pretty tired, exhausted, if you will. Sure,
You
you can
guys
even
all made
tell
it.
by looking around in here. The vines, the roots, they're all growing up everywhere.
I mean, if you guys did all go back to Cresh, then you have two sets of guards to be able to rotate because I know they're pretty tired out there too.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a nightmare, I guess you can say. And again, I'm sorry, I'm not treating newcomers as welcoming as we used to. That's been pretty stressful. So my apologies. We're all comrades. We're not of the tree, so that's a start.
No worries. It's trying times, my friend. And I pat him on the back. And then I
So
just say,
he squints at you, sort of like.
and I say,
Yeah.
there we go. And I step away.
All right. Well, if you're looking for Richard and Helen, they're down by the harbor. They're north of it.
Well, thank you very much.
All right. If you don't mind, lads, I do have some things to get into, so I'm gonna get back to my duties. If you have any more questions, I'll be in here or ask around. Aye.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll turn to these guys too after, and I'll be like, there's someone else we're supposed to talk to, right?
I don't remember why we're here other than
Outside of game, Mumbleman is not gonna say this. Ruben, and we were gonna look at him for the Seekers. Does that ring any bells for people?
Yeah, I just couldn't. It's been a while now, so I can't. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's been a few weeks. Yeah.
look, my brain doesn't work that well.
I feel like I'm going through
There's
the handouts and everything. I'm like,
that's what I was doing too. I was like, "Where is this?" I was like, "Okay, the library." I was like, "The librarians needed us to come here to talk to a guy about like for some reason, and it was kind of secretive." So I was like, "We shouldn't really be just like asking this guy." So that's why I was like, it worked well that we were like, I don't really know why. Yeah, I think it was just because we were like, "Oh yeah, Bjorn needs his armor fixed."
Which, in case Bjorn, you do walk over to the blacksmith, you can see this sort of red-haired human woman's in the midst of like hammering down a shield. She sort of looks up and sees your massive form approach. She's like, well, that's a sight for sore eyes. Don't see many newcomers around here.
Yes, I'm looking to see if maybe oh, name's Bjorn, by the way.
Oh, Bjorn. Oh, Jolene's my name.
Nice to meet you. I'm looking to try to get my I kind of pull the half plate out. The half plate kind of modify it to fit my body.
Well, that's take a bit. Okay. It's like a pretty well used set of half plate you got there, and she sort of like you pass it over to her, or
Yeah, I pass it to
okay.
her.
And usually, half plate's pretty heavy. I think it's like 40, 50 pounds or something like that. And she doesn't
Yeah,
even like budge much. Like you can tell, like she might be a lot smaller than you, but she's got some strength behind her, probably because she's a smithy. But she kind of looks at it, sets it down on like her workbench, and starts peeling it apart and looking through and through. She's like, yeah, all right. Well, it's a bit worse for wear, but I probably can do something for this. I have to take some measurements though. How long you got? It's going to take me a bit.
how long's a bit?
Well, it depends on what you're really looking for here. You looking to reinforce her, or at least just get it on your body?
I mean, I would like to take it back to at least minimum its normal
It's definitely going to
capabilities
take me the better part of a day to do so. I have to extend this part here, and she starts to like size up your bicep and like your shoulder. She's like, this part here definitely She like you see her unclip some things from the inside, which separates like the cuirass and pauldron side of it from like the lower half of it. She's like, yeah, okay, and like sizes it up, like spin around, spin around. She like turns you around, like forces you around a little bit. Damn, okay.
How much is looking to cost?
Well, we can probably discuss that after the fact, but do some working on this. You know, as far as we know, I'm supposed to be getting the hell out of here soon. If we get some soldiers from town to come through here, put as much effort into it as I can. But I do have a lot of work with all the soldiers constantly fighting, and I have to sharpen up swords and sharpen up some halberds and shit like that. Probably work this in, no problem though. Just, you know, I'm a little bit interested in doing something else than just the normal stuff. Maybe ask you a favor instead.
What would that be?
Well, if things don't go the way they plan, I want to get the hell out of here too. And I don't know who you are, and if you are you part of the guilds, or you freelance passed through here, mercenary, or what?
Me and my group are more like mercenaries. We've helped the guild before, and we've also helped other people around town.
So you're saying that you have a means of travel then?
Yeah, we have a wagon with
All
one
right.
oxen.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. If you I shape up this armor for you and get it on that thick ass body of yours, I can maybe use that cart of yours to load up some of my stuff, and you get me the hell out of here.
Talk to the group about that.
Well, do we have a deal or not? That's kind of how it's going to work. You see her like cross her arms a little bit and like raise one eyebrow at you, like.
How much stuff are you talking? Because
Well,
we
you know,
also have.
well, I got my anvil, I got some stuff, and I want to get rid of some of my stock in here. I got some chests inside my house, and I also have a cat inside that I want to protect, and things like that. But for the most part, the forge and all this other stuff can stay behind. At least I only know it's safe until I can come back. Just pretty much my personal belongings. Probably a couple £100 worth of stuff. How about go talk to your friends about it? Maybe consider. Leave the armor here with me. I got you sized up a bit. Those thick arms of yours, I'm going to have to work around some of this and that shoulder. Those shoulders, I'm definitely going to have to work around. I'll be nice.
Bjorn blushes a little bit.
There's that. Yeah, look for that. Yeah. She slams the armor onto their bench, and you can see her start to like pry with like some tools, some chisels and things. She starts to break all the padding off, like within you still standing there. She's like, tell you what, I'll get to work on this. Give me something to do for the time being. But consider what I said, all right?
I'll be back in just a few minutes. Walk off.
You can see there's a lot of people over here that are packaging up crates and boxes and loading them into carts and things like that. It's just townsfolk going about their ways. There's people that watch you intently as you walk by, you know, being out of town, like you're or an outsider, I guess. They're not really used to seeing you around. But you're drawing attention with your presence. And we'll shoot back to everyone else. So after the mayor sort of went back inside, what are you doing?
Heading south to Helen's place.
Okay. All three of you, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking all around trying to find someone with a name tag Helen.
Mumbleman's got one thing on his mind. He's focused.
What was the species of the person we took the message from? Was it a human?
Human.
Yeah.
She was human.
That narrows it down.
What did you say the person's name was again?
That gave you the
Lisa,
quest? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, is the message, and the person for the seekers is named Reuben.
But yes, they did guide you towards the harbor area and to ask there. They weren't vague with exactly which house it was, or with which house it was. It was a bit vague. You can see there are 2 furbolgs here that are in the midst of packing up a bunch of shit out in the front, but leading the cart back through down. You can see that there is this harbor here with a number of like warehouse shacks all along it. A little bit of the fog's rolling in off of the sea, but when you branch this corner, you can see that there is some form of building here with some smoke rising from it. But all along each dock and shorefront are people fishing and doing things, all either trying to gather food or whatever they might be along the shoreline. There is a number of people gathering stuff and putting them into carts, along with people still tending to their day-to-day stuff here. Mama, look! And you can see there's this kid and this woman here, and this points over to you guys rolling through with your cart. Most likely the oxen, there's this crimson fur that it has on it. She's like, oh, step back, it's okay. Don't go running out the street. Sorry.
Catches up to everyone.
Yeah, it takes you a bit. You have to go around the block as bypass. It's not a super huge place.
Oh, you get a breath.
Hey guys, I needed to ask everyone something. The smithy lady, she said she's willing to do my armor, but she wants to hitch a ride back with some of her belongings. I didn't want to just agree to it without talking to everyone first.
How much is she wanting to bring?
We're like 200 pounds worth of shit. A lot of it's gonna be her anvil. She wants to bring her anvil, and like I think she said like 2 chests, and her cat.
Would Altair think that all that plus what we collected would be able to be put on the cart?
It probably could, but you would lose probably your ability to ride the cart. So it might be one of those situations where you'd have to sort of walk along with it as you start to fill things up, especially after, and not so much back to Nestled Nook. It would be gathering all the stuff from Nestled Nook on top of that carry, which would pretty much max out the cart.
Okay.
And not so much that it couldn't be pulled by the oxen, it's that the cart size would just start to take up all that space, and then it would be kind of awkward to sit amongst a bunch of arsenal and weaponry. So it would be a bit filling to do so.
Could we put like some of the equipment in like nets and hang it off the side?
I mean, innovation is what you guys are meant for. So
Okay.
if there are ideas that you come up with to sort of help and improve that stuff, that's completely up to you, and I'm down.
I say we should be able to do that. We might want to get some bags and nets and stuff to put bags to put the smaller things in, and then the net to hold the bigger items and the bags off the side, so there's enough room.
You could
That's a
take
good
some
idea.
of those tent cloth leather they have back over there in Nestled Nook and cut them down to size and put a bunch of armor in that and hang it over the sides that way.
Yeah, we
And
might
maybe
need
just keep
some sort
the
of
weapons inside.
do
They're
that.
here. They're here. They're here. Oh my God! Thank God you all showed up. Thank you for coming. Oh, gather your shit, everyone. They're here. Hi, hi. And you see people starting to run off and inform people with you guys showing up, and like people rush over to you. One kid comes flying up and trips and falls and skids and stands up and they're like, oh, cool! Look at it! It looks so cool. Like, hey, step back from that thing. It'll fucking gouge you.
I'm starting to think we should have dyed this animal of it instead of his Barney's armor.
Maybe we should just write rental on the side.
Oh, nice! Soldier!
Temporary tags.
Hey, hey! One guy comes out, starts waving his arms. He's like, oh, thank God you guys showed up. We've been waiting for weeks. Oh, we didn't think you guys were
Oh.
going to make it. We're so excited. Thank you so much.
Can I have
Oh,
your
Terrible.
attention, please? Can I get everybody's attention?
And people start to gather around. People start to.
All right. We're not the Ballisters or here for the Ballisters. In fact, I don't even like them.
Oh! Like some audible sighs from like the background. Like people are like, fuck. And like one guy's like, God damn it. Just fucking throws his fishing rod down and fucking walking away. And you can see like this lady here is like, and like big sigh down. Sorry, guys. He's like,
But
oh
I am
shit.
looking for a Helen and Richard.
I'm Helen.
Can you come here, dear?
And she
Like,
kind of like,
starts walking off.
yeah, okay, walking on. Okay, I thought you were walking
Oh
towards her.
wait, I
was
wanted
like,
to talk
she's
to
like,
before Bjorn walks off. Can I say something to him quickly?
Uh-huh.
Oh, see if we can get her to throw in a new sword for me on top of it.
All right, I'll bring it up.
I'll stay
you
here.
can see the lady like kind of like get frightened by you like marching towards her and then bypass her. She's like, oh shit. And then, yeah,
Where's Richard, dear?
got pretty pissed off and just walked off. Why?
Okay, well, we have a message from Liza. She's doing well.
Really? Oh my god. Comes rushing over.
Okay,
And she's not
side
like
note,
starry eyed, like, really? What did she say? Is she okay? Like,
Mumbleman is not going to do this, but this might be a good time, when we've got her and we're having a quiet conversation, to ask if she knows Ruben or where to find him. But, I'm just passing that along to my fellow players. Mumbleman is gonna go, yeah, she's doing well. We have a message here for you. She wrote it down.
oh my god, yes.
And I'm supposed to find out, how you're doing, because if we're gonna head back to Beauvais sometime, and we can pass along a message back if you want. We'll be here for a little bit, maybe overnight, but at least a full day, I think.
Oh, so you guys really aren't with the soldiers then, eh? That's a shame. Um, I guess you can pass along that things haven't been good. The city's always under attack. Food's
Wait,
running
wait.
pretty low. Everyone's hurt, and we're really looking to try and get back to the city. And Mayor Taggart said that uh, the guilds were going to send the soldiers to come get us, and they haven't done that.
I'm sure they will, dear, because you can. I'd like to say you can always trust the guilds to do, and the ballisters to. Well, yeah. So, I'm sure that the things will be fine, and we'll pass, message on that we saw you, and that Richard's well, and that you know, um, you're gonna wait for and travel in a big group, so you should be safe.
Sure. Yeah. Yes. Thank. And she like holds the letter like really close to her chest, like thank you so much. And you can see a lot of the people that gathered sort of burst away a bit, and you can see one soldier sort of just standing off to the side, listening, watching. And you see one lady come over with a basket that has some bread in it. Would you like some bread? Fairly fresh. You
Oh,
know, if you're
sure,
weary from
sure,
the
sure,
road.
sure. I sure would.
My character doesn't really have any like social etiquette, so in the middle of this conversation, I turn to Barney and I'm like, should we offer to help guide them? They seem dirty and poor here.
Dear God.
Like, should we should we offer help and get them back to a better town?
Do you
I'm
say that
sure.
audibly, or is that like
Yeah,
kind of
Yeah.
absolutely.
whispering?
Absolutely. I like I say, I'm sure with us and the guards, we can make it back to.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. If they have carts, as long as we keep moving. A
You
lot
guys
of it's
look.
open ground.
You definitely see there's some people listening. The lady walks up who's handing out bread. You guys take some of this bread.
Yep.
Okay. Mumble Man, she walks over to you after, like hands Barney, a basket. Barney takes it.
Thank you.
She walks up to you. She's like, "What'd you do to your head? Have you been burned?"
Yeah, they lit me on fire, but it was only to get rid of some hair, so it kind of worked.
His hair was way too long. We had no scissors. It was a whole ordeal.
Should clean yourself up, love.
Oh, scissors. I never thought about using scissors to cut hair.
Oh, do you know anybody in town that is there a barber or a lady that the locals use for cutting hair? Because I'm not that good at it.
I would say that there's a barber around, but I tend to something like that for you. If you want. Don't really have much else going on.
Well, sure.
Yeah, all right. We're coming down over here, love.
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank God! I was getting so sick of looking at that.
Yeah, she was touching the bread with dirty hands.
What? No, the bread's
Thank
fine.
you.
Who cares? My hands are dirty. I'm eating the bread anyway. I was talking about
Well,
his awful haircut. Ugh.
Oh,
Give me the heebie-jeebies.
I have more issue with the burns.
Thank you. Thank you so much for delivering this to me. I'll let Richard know as well.
Oh,
But
one
it means a
second,
lot
ma'am.
that you brought this all this way through that treachery to get here. Thank you.
Oh, no worries.
You said you're
One
going
more
to be
question, if
around
you
a
don't
bit
mind.
longer.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think we're gonna stay till tomorrow, Altair, right?
yeah, at least, yeah. Um,
Well,
would how many people are around us now?
not very many. This lady's is inside, so like again, that's the site. But there's a kid out here who seems to be like stacking things into boxes, like whether you're not really entirely sure what it is. But there is a soldier sort of standing here, like watching you, but not like accosting, like
Okay,
whatever.
I
He's just kind of
snap her
looking.
neck. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
What?
I, I ask her if she knows. Um, is there a Reuben around here?
Oh, you're looking for Ruben? Yeah, yeah. He's around somewhere. He's probably, he's a bit of a recluse, but yeah, I think he's still around.
Where does he live, or what does he look like?
Well, he resides up beside the mayor's house. He's sort of a studious individual. He's pretty knowledgeable. He's tiefling, darker skin, longer hair, wears a robe. He's been a great help as far as his magic capabilities, as far as defending us. But he can rant on, and he is a bit annoying to listen to. I mean, and she kind of like covers him. Like, oh, I mean, no, he's a great help.
Well, we might know someone that might become his best friend. So,
Okay.
well, thank you for the information.
Um, I would like to be able to do something on the behalf of Richard and I for you delivering this message. So if you are around later, around the dinner time, we can at least prepare a meal for you or something, or provide you a place to rest, or anything that we can do to sort of to aid you. So thank you,
Oh,
thank you.
that'd be nice. Thank you.
Thank you for the offer.
But we have a lot to do. Thank you. She points. She's like, my house is the one over there behind all the trees. Points up towards this house.
Oh, okay.
You can see one lady walks over and starts to talk to her, and they both start to like walk and talk.
Oh,
And then this lady here turns and looks up back towards you all and walks, and they all head inside.
Okay.
I go back to Altair. I'm like, oh, I think maybe you're right. These people look worse than I do.
Yeah.
You can see the guard starts to saunter off. Like he's like, "Oh, I don't know, like, who are you people here in my town?" kind of thing, and then he kind of off he fuck.
Um.
Um. Okay.
Should we go take the cart over to that place where Bjorn was? They can get it so they can get it loaded up.
Uh, I, I mean, I'd wait till. Yeah, I'd say let's meet up with Bjorn over there.
Okay. You guys begin to head over towards the blacksmith area.
We might
And
at least be able to store it there or something.
Maybe she'll let us park it out. We'll park it outside while she loads it up tonight.
Bjorn, you make your way back over. She's sort of in the midst. She has the armor completely separated at this point. She's sort of like rubbing her chin and nose, looking at it, like looking what she can integrate to expand the size. You reapproach at this point. She turns. She's like, "Oh, back so soon?"
Well, they're okay with you coming along with us. We might actually try to talk to the guards and everybody into if they would just want to. Might end up trying to help everyone if they can, maybe. But
You see her
one
like
of our
slam her hands on the table. Really, best news that I've heard in days.
but one of our guys, he lost his sword fighting goblins in between here, and was wondering if maybe you could help him out with a sword.
What kind of sword do you need? A bunch of around. Want some rusty old piece of shit? I can give it to you for free, but I do have some finer wares. But I unfortunately have to earn a tidbit of a living.
How much would it be for one of a decent short sword you use?
You see Barney and
Yeah, I
Coulter
had one.
approaching that. Well, you're looking for just a short sword? Is that what I'm after? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that's what he uses.
Well, what about that scimitar strapped to your side? I thought you said you needed a sword.
Barney.
What? We're not here yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were.
Have we caught up? I feel like our conversation took a while.
Okay, no,
I
that's
was just
fine. That's
moving the
fine.
cart.
I
So yeah,
guess
she's like, I thought he was asking a question. It was like, but I have different pieces here. I've got rapiers. I got a couple long swords here. A number of short swords. A lot of these ones are worn down, beaten down from the guards. And, these ones are all work in progress, and you can see that there's like 3 or 4 long swords that are on a tempering plate, like getting ready to be reshaped.
He uses a short sword with his shield.
All right, well, that run you about 10 gold pieces.
I just take it out and give her the 10 gold.
Well, that was a quick transaction, not even a hassle about it. Here you go, then.
on our way over, I'd like to ask Barney something like what you said. Why do you need another sword? You have the rapier I gave you. It's
A
only been
scimitar?
used or scimitar. Yeah,
No,
I,
I want
I don't
something
use
about this.
it.
I learned how to use a sword with a straight blade, and this curved blade's just been throwing me off.
Yeah, I guess you don't have the elegance for it.
He's like eyes twitching.
Right.
I don't have the elegance. I'm as graceful as a butterfly.
You get to about here, and you've been sort of leading the oxen, and the oxen starts to pull away towards a shelf of food here on this fucking rack here, and it starts to like, do you try and tame it in place, or do you
Yeah.
let it do its thing? Okay, make an animal handling check. Especially after its long trek, you've been on the road for probably 4 or 6 hours at this point, and it is probably pretty hungry, and it starts. Okay, you tuck it over, and it kind of like reluctantly turns and then heads back, following your command. And you all approach at this point. You can see Bjorn's in the middle of talking with this red-haired human woman who walks over and pulls a sword from a shelf. And you watch like Bjorn hand her something. She hands him the sword. She's like, "Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Now let me get back to work on stuff." Oh wait, before you go, let me go. Sort of like walks behind you. See him like You can see her like looking Bjorn up and down and like sizing up his waist, and she like grabs you like by the love handles a bit and like moves you and like squeezes in. Okay. Like that. Not used to building armor for someone of your stature. Not only handsome, pretty tall too, and bit bigger than I'm used to. So, excuse me if it takes a bit of readjustment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you can see her pull out a number of like dowel pins, small hammer, and she starts knocking out all these different pins from where the shoulders meet the cuirass, and you can see she's starting to work on where she's going to have to expand pieces. And at this point, you hear the clop clatter of Barney and Altair approaching the cart.
Oh, there you are.
Oh. They walk up.
And he's
I
just like,
kind of
that way, Altair.
take the sword short and kind of just hand it to him.
Sweet. Good bartering. I pat him on the.
Mhm.
And I'll put it in my empty sheath that I had on my hip.
Okay.
And I'll be like, here. I'll hold the sword. So thanks for the loaner. More of a straight blade kind of guy.
I'll take it. I'll put it.
And I'll do a couple like lunges and spin around, feel it out.
Oh, is that them there?
Ah,
Looking. Is that cart you were talking about with all your friends? Gonna essentially do that thing you're talking about?
Yes.
All right. There is a stable next door if you want to house up the oxen for the night. Sure, it's fine. Sure, they won't mind.
oh, thank goodness.
But yeah, if you want to leave the cart here, I can slowly start dwindling away and stocking some things up in it. It's up to you. Or I can wait for your word if you want.
We can leave it here overnight.
Yeah, all right. Just back it up over in the corner there. Put it beside that one tent there. Don't make sure it doesn't roll off into the sea there.
Yeah, we'll brace it.
And you do. And the oxen goes in, and you can see that there's a woman speaking with like an acolyte. And you sort of walk up, and the guy sits up from like all these hay bales, and he's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing putting that in there? I didn't give you permission to keep that thing in there." You can see he's quite very intoxicated, using the hay bales to keep himself upright.
I wave
I
my
don't,
hand at him and I go, "Don't worry, it's okay."
I don't know who you are. I've never seen you guys here before in this town. And if I ever, see you, putting stuff in my cages again, there's going to be problems. You hear me? Barney. You can definitely tell he's an avid enjoyer of sauce, and and he's like rolling his eye, like extremely. Like, don't make me call up the guards on you guys. Troubles, and he staggers a bit and hits the hay, and then staggers over again and puts a hand on the cart.
Oh, woof. Oh, I can't. I'll like, we'll catch up. I'm like, whoa. Oh, my friend, I'm sorry. We.
Get your hands off me! Taps your
No,
hand, steps
I'll
back,
catch up.
falls back.
I go,
Oh, Jesus. Paris! Oh, sorry, guys, sorry. Fuck again. Oh, that's all right. You guys looking to do? Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Get your fucking hands off me. I don't want any help. And he falls back into the hay, and he's like, sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. What? Yeah, are you just looking to reside this ox for the night? I can take care. It's okay. Don't mind him. He's just a bit of a shit show.
We've all been there.
I
Haven't we,
swear
buddy?
to
And I had
God.
the wheelchair.
He can't seem to stand upright anymore as he's all flopped into the hay and he's like pointing at you and he's like, I swear to God, swear to God. And he starts to doze off. Sorry, we're so sorry. And like, this is like a guard, acolyte guard. She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, it's totally fine that you're, if anything, it's the best place for it to be in here rather than just roaming around the streets. Fuck, I've even seen some of the horses try and get near the sea, so it's good that you put him in there. Don't mind Barris. He's just, things are rough. I'm sure you can tell. We'll cut really quickly to Mumbleman, who's inside. You can see this lady leads you inside, and she sits you down at a kitchen table of some sort and puts like a bowl underneath your, I guess, the front of you. She's like, oh, it looks like they did a number on you. I don't know what you did to burn your head, but some skin removal here. And she starts like dabbing her thumb across your blistering wounds on the top of your head. Work with that. I don't know. But yeah, it just looks like I might be able to buzz it down here and get it all short in one size. There's patches missing. Okay with that?
Just make it look good.
Right.
Do the best you can. I'm sure it'll be all right in a few days.
She does do it. Takes her about 10-15 minutes of trimming things up with a pair of like smaller but she does trim you up pretty well. She does move towards, she cleans up your hairline, clears all the hair out of your ears, equals your eyebrows out as much as she can, and then begins to start to trim your beard.
I found the beard itchy, so she can trim it
Okay.
down as much as possible. And if she actually shaves it, she can shave it.
Not so much a shave, but a pretty good shearing, I guess you could say. She gets
Yep.
everything to pretty equal length for what she has. And again, besides some of the missing hair spots from the fire damage and the incident, it doesn't look so bad. And she uses like a wet rag to shine up like this metal bowl for a second, and then polishes it, brings it over to some leather and polishes it, and shows you a reflection in the bottom of this bowl, which looks pretty trimmed up and pretty decent. It's like, how's that? Look
That
good?
that that looks like an improvement.
Indeed, indeed. Well,
Uh,
that's what I can do for you, loves.
Moment looks around. Is there anything in immediate vicinity that looks like it needs repaired or fixed?
Besides furniture, there's some furniture that's a little shoddier. There's a lot of dirty clothes hanging from like, I don't want to say like internal clotheslines, but just they have a bunch of stuff hanging on the
Yep.
inside, a bunch of dry herbs and normal things like that. Um, you can see not blood soaked rags, maybe some red soaked rags in one pile in the corner, like she might tend to the wounded, maybe.
Yep.
And he has a bunch of shoddy clothing, um, utensils that aren't so great, and just things like that. I'm not going to say impoverished, not in poverty here, but it's not like the best of abodes that you've seen.
Okay. Hang on just a second. I'm checking my inventory for something.
Okay.
Okay. No.
She goes about
Yep.
cleaning up the mess and stuff like that while you're doing that.
Yeah. I don't see any point in fixing furniture if they're evacuating. Um. I don't have anything non-monetary that I think she could use. So well, I don't know how to repay your generosity, ma'am.
Oh, that's okay. I wasn't really looking for recompense or anything like that.
Well,
Gives me something to do. I don't get. I'm not as active as some of the other girls around, so I like
is there
to
any
take care of people that I can, and don't worry about it.
Is there any small task or something I can help you out with for a couple of minutes?
Uh, uh, I don't want to ask you. Maybe in a joint effort, we can move some furniture around in here. I want to open up that space and corner over there, but I don't want to ask you to pick up anything heavy or anything.
Oh no, well we can do our best. As older folk have to work together sometimes. Um, and when we do go to move furniture and stuff, I will cast mending on one or two pieces and get them to sit a little bit more properly. And
Okay.
basically, while I'm casting mending, I'm gonna use like my tinker tools to actually get it done. It's like, oh, that's a little wobbly here. Let me fix that. I got a hammer here, and let me just tighten that up. And if I put a shim here, that'll sit flat. That sort of stuff.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God! And she watches that Arcana surge from you and sort of repairs some of the furniture. She says, like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Thank you. Oh wow, that's wonderful." So you guys just passing through here, or?
Well, yeah, I'm traveling with my new friends because my house burnt down. Um,
Oh my God!
and I needed to get some more sulfur, and life changes on you unexpectedly sometimes. So I'm just going with it.
Hey, maybe you can do us a favor, just as the civilians of everyone here. If you do end up heading back to the city, if you remind some people or something about the situation here.
Well,
I don't. I don't know. We don't know what to do. We feel kind of stuck here and mildly forgotten.
well, no, I did definitely, tell them about your bad situation. But to be honest, they've been in Bovier. They've been attacked a few times too. We got
Oh,
attacked just before we
oh,
left a couple of days
oh
ago.
my God! This is it's just it's just out of control.
Yeah, you might, if they do go to evacuate, you should probably go with them all.
I don't plan on staying here. So if they were evacuated, I don't think we'd all survive here without the guards. The guards looking to go with them, but
Yeah, I'm just, looking out for you. Some people can be stubborn, and it's hard to leave your home. I know, having just lost mine.
yeah, I haven't been here for super long. I've been here 10 years, but since the origin of the place. But besides that, it's not like I'm entirely sentimental to the place. If it's gonna, cost me my life. But I worry, being an older woman, I wouldn't be more of the priority for them to save and get through.
Yeah, so, depending on how the conversation goes, Mumble Man will lose track of time and just keep on talking with her and chatting with her and
Okay, and
discussing,
that's what's gonna happen. Yeah,
yeah,
because she will
kids and the
also
whole
talk
nine
to you
yards.
forever.
We have no idea what house he was taken to either. Just an old man wandered off.
You can
Don't know.
see Bjorn is speaking with the smithy about armor, and she's like pointing to different pieces and still sizing them up a little bit. So, what is Barney and Alter going to do?
Um, I don't think we should go see Ruben until we have Mumble Man with us. He seems more of his type of person. Um, do we want to go to the mayor and volunteer taking people with us, or do we want to wait till we talk to everyone?
Mole man have no objections. Let's go check with Bjorn quickly, and then maybe we can go do that. I think it seems pretty inevitable.
Okay.
You sort of walk over and see Bjorn is in the midst of again being sized up for armor. And she's holding pieces of it up on his arms and stuff now, looking, and you can tell that there's a bit of eyes between the two of them. And you sort of approach and see Bjorn for maybe one of the first times, a little bit rosy cheeked. And you walk over and they sort of both turn to you and say, "Oh, well, hi there."
Oh, hey, Bjorn, we're just gonna tell the mayor we'd be down to help bring everyone back if you thought that's a good idea.
I know Dan did say he'd be back in 5 minutes in the chat there, so I don't know if he's.
Okay, sure. I was on the. I had switched over to open the map.
You can tell that they're just locked in conversation. They sort of learn and turn it over to you. But yes.
Yeah, Barney was about to hit him with the biggest move of all time, but then you reminded me he wasn't there.
I can't believe you killed all those goblins earlier and saved the children from the burning fire.
I was gonna go like the. Well, seeing as you are our strongest, most important member that pretty much carries us through every fight, I don't know. You really have the final decision.
It's one of those fucking double wingmen in this moment. Like fucking like go tiger.
Thanks for letting me borrow. Thanks for giving me 1,000,000 gold.
How did you even carry it? Yeah. Dan is back. So Dan, with that, what you said as well, Barney and Altair were dealing with people housing up the oxen. Jolene has now started to size up different pieces of armor on you, and you can definitely tell that there's eyes between you and her in this moment. Especially with the way she's like moving around you back and forth, and like you notice like what was once like her holding up, this is the pauldron, and she's feeling up like where it would go. She's now like running fingers along biceps. You tell that she's getting a little I'm not going to say out of control, but like a little unprofessional, you could say,
A
with
little
her.
handsy.
And you're starting to have this blushing up a bit, and so is she, and you can tell just the way she's looking at the corner of her eye right as Barney comes over, and he's like,
like, oh, hey,
Mumbleman, you
Altair and
can't
I.
say. You can't
Just
say.
slowly turns his head. What?
Sorry, I was gonna say something to James.
Altair and I
say,
were. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, you go. I'll do it later.
Barney goes. Altair and I were just like thinking that we should probably help these people, and since you're the biggest, strongest, most important member of the party, we thought you should have the final say. What do you think? Cut out for a second. Your mic kind of cut out when you said it.
Oh. I'm fine with helping the people. I kind of reach over and like touch her hand a little bit.
"Oh wow,
Oh my gosh, he's
Ooh.
so caring.
yeah. Who is this man?" Definitely not what I was expecting today. Well,
Well, now that
yeah.
our strongest member has decided, I think we'll go talk to the member. The mayor. Let's go.
Tell you
She's
what,
talking to his member.
I'll be here. I don't really plan on going anywhere. So if you have business you need to tend to there, big fella, you go take care of that, and I'll wait here. And if you want to come back later and get some of this armor resized up again, just to make sure everything is like finger guns here on track. And
Why have you measured me 20 times for this armor?
I just
We
can't
come
say
back 2 hours later. They're still measuring.
I haven't seen a bicep this big ever. Okay, and being out here in the middle of the woods for as long as I have, things are a little bit,
Why are you measuring my thigh? This is a chest piece.
And now she gets a little bit flustered, very red in the face, and then she's like, "One second, one second." She goes and sets her stuff down and goes inside.
Everyone's confused. Huh?
Are you accompanying them, Bjorn, or are you staying put?
Bjorn's like
There's definitely
confused and
there's mild confusion, but you can definitely tell that there is definitely some form of interest there. She did tell you to come back a bit later if you want, or you can choose to do whatever you want. But Barney and Altair did seem to have something that they wanted to talk about.
I walked up to him, walked back to the guys. So, planning on trying to leave tomorrow, day after,
I'd say
give
that's
everybody
up
time
to
to pack.
yeah, I'd say that's up to the mayor and the city, the people of the city. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem like a rich town, so it might not take super long for them to pack everything up. But
Have you even
They
told the
seem
mayor
pretty
yet
ready
that we're
to
gonna?
go.
no, but we haven't. We were on our way, but I don't think they'll have any objection. Kind of everyone seems eager to leave.
Yeah, definitely eager.
I kind of mentioned it to him earlier, and he seemed pretty excited when I said that maybe they could come with us. So I think he'll be pretty
Let's go
open
talk.
to it.
Go talk to him then.
Are you sure you're not too busy? I elbow Bjorn.
No, she ran off inside, so I don't know. I'm gonna go back later on. She said she has to resize a little bit more to make sure the measurements are right. As Bjorn's awkwardly looking around.
Like, yeah.
He's awkwardly looking around, but 75% of his gaze is on the smithy.
Bart's got a huge smile on his face, and he'll start down the road. He just won't say anything.
Bjorn's like slightly confused what's going on. He's oblivious to it, but in his mind, he's impressed that she grabbed the armor and could pick it up by herself like it was nothing. It's a giant thing. So, is the mayor still up top then?
Yeah, I think he went into his house last time when we saw him like 10 minutes ago.
Where's Mumbleman in all this?
He was getting what Harry had left cut.
He's gonna be a bald Mumbleman.
And he did say that thing about his hair not growing back.
Oh
See how it
my.
goes. Maybe he'll look like a toad forever.
You sort of get to this part of town. You can see this house here is completely covered in vines, inaccessible for the most part, or completely run through with vines and stuff like that. Looks like there's some sort of like temple or a crypt or something up here. But you start to branch this corner and you can hear the mayor's voice at a bit of a distance. You are, you've spoken this and that, and we have to get all these things in and out of the city and all this stuff. Well, I don't really see what the problem is, Mayor. There's a lot of different attacks. A lot of the research I've been doing and things like that has been a bit out of control. I can see as you walk through now, you see the mayor. He's standing out there talking to the tiefling fellow, long hair. He's in robes. There's two guards on either side of them, and they're sort of just standing there. One's leaning against the side of a tent, like holding his chin. The other one's standing there leaning on like his spear while they talk. Well, either way, it's going to be one of those situations. Oh, Mayor, behind you, giant. Oh, there you are. Sorry, didn't mean to stand in the middle of the road to make your way there.
He's like, oh, those long legs. Oh, God.
I would like to really know what kind of research are you talking about?
Research? Well, there's a number of different research things that we can do in here. I don't know who any of you people are. I've never seen you in town before. Confusing to me. These are the ones I was telling you about. I thought they were the soldiers coming to get this out of here, but they're not. Looks like they're wanderers just passing through town, I guess. Oh, well, greetings. Hello. Reuben, I'm like a bit of an archivist on study here. Not used to meeting people of your trajectory for. He puts his hand out for a handshake. Greetings, hello.
Or Joe shake his hand.
Wow, that's quite strength you got there. I'm just kidding. Hey there, how's it going? My name's Reuben.
Barney.
Oh,
I look
Barney,
at Barney.
great.
I'm like,
Hello.
weren't we looking for someone named Reuben?
Yeah, maybe. But we have business with the mayor right now.
Yeah.
All right, Mayor.
So
Either way, I'll take with what you said into consideration. Back to you later. I'm a bit hungry right now, and I'm in my books all day. So, if you will, we'll talk later. You deal with friends. Thanks. So, said you
I kept an eye on where he went. Just,
looking say something else, lads. What is it that I can help you?
we've discussed things. Well, if you can get, you won't be able to take everything, but if y'all pack up what carriages you have with stuff, your some personal belongings, stuff you really need, and the soldiers agree to help us, we're gonna help.
What do you mean you're gonna help? You're gonna try and get this out of here? Is that what you're saying? There's only four of you.
Yes, 4 of us plus your guard. We should be able to guard, or at least protect us all the way back to the bigger city where there's more guards, and then all the guards can kind of help each other and keep everyone safe. And then when things die down, you can start making smaller trips with guards to come back and slowly get more of your belongings.
Well,
or
that would
both
definitely be
towns can go
something that we have to
together
consider.
and move out west. If that's something you think about.
I mean, you do seem like the only hope that we've gotten in the last little while. It might be something definitely worth considering, but again, we're looking for a bit more of a stronger force to lead through here. But let me have some words with everyone and see what everyone else thinks about this. I'm not opposed to the idea, but again, the assault's really been keeping us pinned down here. Tell you
Yeah.
what,
Well, as it is, the Smithy's riding out with us when we leave for sure.
you can see him like not like roll his eyes, staying, but he's all right. Tell you what, leave it with me. The town is yours for the time being. Feel free to hang around whatever you want. I'm going to gather some of the locals and see what they say. You might be right, you know. We've been holding out for too long with the hope that our answers would be, or our prayers would be answered, if you know what I mean. But this has been the best bit of news that we've had in the last while, so maybe we should take your offer.
At
Let
the
me
same
stew on
Yeah,
that
time,
for a while, okay?
just
they're
remember
barely
though,
managing to hold on over there. I think we're your only option.
yeah, they have their hands full fighting, keeping their town safe, which is why we figured if we can take y'all to their town with the guards, there's more guards, people should be a little safer, better than being out here with no reinforcement.
You know, personally, it felt like a bit more than our dealings with the Ballastiers hasn't been the greatest. It's always been patchwork at best. And the elves that run it aren't any better. Got quite the air of hubris amongst those two, but part of me wonders if it's actually something more than that. But if you're saying there's attacks going on, two of them, since they're not sending anything out here. So again, let me sit with it. I'm going to talk to people, see if anyone's willing to traverse, see if we can get some guards orderly and things like that. I know there's a number of the people here that are from the surrounding area that don't look to leave, the furbolgs especially. But whether they choose to stay, I guess that's up to them. Again, I'll come find you when I've decided what I want to do here. The idea seems pretty fair, and you're not wrong to offer, and I appreciate it. It's just maybe getting over the nerves of trying to such numbers. I don't know. I'll come find you.
Good luck. I'll nod to Bjorn and Altair this way. Let's go this way. I'll take them to the door. I saw that guy go in.
Okay. I would say you guys approach this abode here, and you can hear some clanging and shit going on inside. But I would think just with timing, we'll probably end it tonight here. It's 11:15. I don't want to get into huge topics to be discussed. Look that up.
Okay. But you have to be nice to us, and if we forget things, you have to help us because my memory is shot at the start of the session. So if this is
Secret
the first thing we're
Valeria has
doing,
sent you.
yeah.
We're here to
I
help,
am
but we're
down to
keeping it
give you
on the down low.
reminders as we go.
Yeah, I'm honestly wanting to get that. So if I did it right at the half plate, when I get that back, should put me at a 15 AC plus my dex. So I should have like a 17 AC.
EC 15 plus dex to a max of 2. So yeah, it would be 7.
Yeah. I wonder why it has a max of 2.
I'm not sure. Probably just to stop, like I have a +5 to my dex.
Oh, going
Yeah.
into plate mail.
Yeah,
Full
medium.
plate.
Yeah, medium armor. It's +2 across the board for your dexterity because it does restrict you a little bit. Or heavy armor, you don't get any bonus. And light armor, you get the full bonus.
Medium armor master feat allows you to go up to +3 instead of +2 and gets rid of disadvantage on stealth checks with the higher tiered medium
Yeah.
armor.
That put me at 18 AC.
That's if you
Okay.
choose that feat.
Yeah, if I chose that. But right now, I was just like, I got a 14.
I also think we might want to wait to talk to Ruben until we find out where Mumbleman is.
That's fair.
Normally, I'm
I
giving
thought
himself some afternoon delight.
I know. I thought your situation was gonna
Dude,
go
that guy's got
somewhere
a
else.
that lady's got a husband.
It was like, thanks for
Maybe
the
slide
haircut.
on.
However, will I pay you?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, I'm looking to get my closet cleaned out. So, you ever see a Graham ham before?
I mean,
Woman
how
just
old's
keeps
Mama
asking
Man?
if there's anything else she needs help with until she finally takes the hint.
And he glances towards the bedroom.
And then after they go in and organize all of her clothes, then she finally gets it.
Falls asleep. But yes,
I posted a picture of Bjorn's armor in the chat on Discord.